You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Oh.
When have I ever watched him?
I want wings and pizza.
Is wings and pizza?
I want wings and pizza.
Yeah. I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
Art. Dude, you're yelling at us like for the last 2 minutes. Art was yelling at us.
Art,
no, do you know how many times you said, "Oh, we're gonna be good and we're gonna be great"?
We're gonna be good.
And then Joique was like, it would be great if the Wi-Fi would work, and I was like, it would be great if I wasn't being baked right now, medium well.
Okay.
It would be great right now if we had Wi-Fi so I can retweet the show like you're asking us to do.
Okay.
But it's not popping up.
Do you know that your phone...
All right, then.
Your phone has this thing called LTE. You just turn it on. Anyway, I'm just deciding, are we going to be good or great today? I'm trying to motivate everyone.
No,
you guys are whining about the internet.
You do a terrible job of motivating.
You did make me happy. You asked me a question. I just noticed it on Twitter. 149 days is the answer to your question.
Woo! Till Halloween Kills come out. And you know what? Who's not going to be invited? Scaredy Pants Joique. You can't even watch horror movies. Afraid of lions.
I'm going. Why'd you bring that up? Because
you know what's
now,
funny? You know what's funny?
No,
I'm afraid of lions, but he afraid of gluten. Like
you. You sent me that. You sent us that story. I forgot to bring that up. Friday afternoon, I'm sitting at home, and Joique sends out a text, and he goes, "See, it can happen."
Yeah.
And it was the story. Art, did you see that?
No, I don't check the group chat.
Okay.
There
you
was
know what I do?
You don't check it?
I grab my phone, and I delete it. Go outside! Unbelievable.
Did you see me yell at everybody on Saturday?
No, it was bad.
No.
I don't know if he did.
No.
See, he doesn't check it either. I went outside, right? I took this bike ride, and I'm gone for like 40 minutes. And I come back home, and there's 71 messages from our group text. 71.
Yes.
In 40 minutes. And it's a beautiful Saturday. So I get on the text, and I just go, "You losers, put your phones down. Go do something. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon."
Is that you yelling at people?
Yeah, what are you doing on your phones?
It was funny how that happened right after I sent a text, which I don't ever send a text. So I'm starting to see who Sean is picking.
Oh my gosh. No, but his text the other day was there was this wild tiger
in the neighborhood.
loose in Florida.
In the neighborhood.
In a neighborhood.
Just walking down the street.
And so remember, Joique confessed to us his fear is one day opening his garage and there's at
5:30 in the morning, me opening my garage and me seeing a tiger right there at the door. Like, who doesn't fear that? Who doesn't? You know, I always think ahead. I think ahead, and me seeing that video is just proof that it can happen. You got to be prepared for the.
Somebody said, "I bet it's super hot in the studio again." Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
you can't tell.
It's always hot.
And no, you want to know something? You want to know the truth? Art comes over here to give me his pep talk before the show, and he stands right here and he goes, "Oh my gosh, it's hot! It's this thing, the sun baking on this thing, whatever this thing is."
Bunch of divas today.
Gosh.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Hey,
hi.
I can't wait. Yeah, we're having pizza later. You want some pizza, Art?
No, I'm actually on a diet. But thank you.
You're on a diet?
Yep. Trying to be a little better every day.
Okay. Keep hanging around me. Look at him.
You can have gluten-free pizza, though, right?
Oh, I eat it every day.
Yeah.
No. We're going to bring in regular pizza.
That sounds good
That's
to me.
Okay. I know what you're doing right now. Yeah. Not going to work today, Joique.
Not going to work?
Not going to work today.
We're bringing in some regular pizza for him.
Pick on somebody your own size. Hey, Fish, how are you?
I'm doing great, other than everything else that happened this morning with my trying to get facts in, but it's good.
All right.
Good show.
What happened?
What happened?
Nothing, just trying to get Photoshop working, trying to learn the realm of Photoshop, but it's all good. We're good.
You know what's great is we're going to do more film study with Joique. That was a great idea, Art.
was
You
great.
came up with that idea. It was a great
You
idea.
are just digging everything up today, aren't you? Oh, I'm
What?
not going to be in the meeting after the show. Oh, you mean my idea?
You think I'm going to some meeting? It's not happening.
Who idea was that?
Oh, here
It
we
was
go.
yours, Sean?
Fish got up, like Fish climbed up on the stage behind us and was like doing Fish film breakdown. It was
what's funny?
Fish. It was outstanding.
You know what's funny, Sean?
What's that?
Art tries to take the credit for everything in here.
Absolutely not.
Art, you go ahead. That's fun. Chad,
Absolutely.
Art is brilliant.
Where did you get
He comes
that
up with
from?
great
Yeah.
ideas. I thought his idea to do Joique's film room was awesome.
Hey, can you pull up my last IG post? So listen, I was sitting back and I was watching the Nets, right? I was watching that particular play with Blake Griffin with the behind the back pass.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie got it, dished it off, and then off the backboard to the KD. And in my head, I'm like, that play looks familiar. But I couldn't think of what that play was like. That play, I've seen that play before. Have you ever seen the movie Glory Road?
Yes.
Glory
Yes.
Road?
It's been a long time.
It's
yes.
been a long.
Yeah.
But that play was it was almost identical to like the last dunk scene in the championship game. If you watch it, boom, right here. One more time, rewind it back. So he behind the back, Kyrie right there off the backboard. Katie slams it home. Now you see this play? Boom. Now tell me that play does not look like this play right here.
Oh, you actually have the video?
Let the whole play play out.
Way to
the
go,
whole
Art.
Boom, right. Does it play? Boom, behind the back. Boom. Look him in his face. Yeah, I like it. He throws the ball. 2 dribbles off the backboard. Is this not the exact same play we just saw?
It's eerily similar.
Behind the back,
Life imitating art.
pass play with the right hand. He comes in.
Look at that.
He just dunked it with 2. Amazing. I didn't know that the Nets were into history. They out here giving history lessons doing basketball games. Wow. I mean, that's poetry, right? And then it just made me go back and pull that play up, and I just thought it was kind of eerie how I was able to kind of like see that play and then picture that last play of that game. So it was dope.
Way to go to pick that up.
Yeah.
No, outstanding.
Yeah.
Art, are we being great so far?
Art sent that to me and showed me, and I was like, oh, let me put it together.
It
Good
was
job, Art.
Art's. It was Art's idea.
It wasn't your idea, Art?
No, I did not send that to you.
Oh, okay. I thought you come up with all the ideas here. My bad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed
I
in
couldn't
you guys.
believe you didn't pick up on that, Art.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you credit for everything, dude.
But here on out. All the credit.
That's our way of giving back.
No, because here's the deal. Last week I was being a little baby back bitch on Tuesday,
You were.
Tuesday,
You
and you
were.
guys lifted me up. I appreciate it. Now I had an epiphany over the weekend. I'm ready to go, and you guys are like, "Are you gonna steal some more ideas?" Never win with you guys. I might as well be home. I might as well be home. No, I didn't change that diaper the right way. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start changing diapers on this show. Unbelievable. I tried.
Art, man, what are you going through at home?
You know what? Actually, life at home is good. I've got no complaints.
You got no complaint?
Good. Glad to hear that.
I was Tristan say the same thing.
Well, can I ask you guys a question real quick? Have you ever been in a situation where your wife asks you to do something and you're like, I don't want to. Why don't you man up and do it? I had that over the weekend when she said, hey, the shed door is open because a wasp tried grabbing me and stinging me. Can you get it? And I said, I'm the man in the relationship? Like, you're taller than me. Figure it out. So I had to come home, and I had to put the lock back on the shed. And I didn't even get no big boy points. You know, like, I was like, oh, I'm the man. Nope.
Nope. No, you're not the man.
I am the man. You're afraid of fake lions and... What are you
Fake
talking
lion.
about?
I didn't say fake lion.
I'm afraid a unicorn's going to come in when I get my Tesla.
First of all, have you ever seen a unicorn before?
Yes, you're looking at one. I'm one of one, baby. I'm on one today. Let's get this show
on
going.
one.
Let's go.
Anyway, man. You always... It's crazy. Look at Richard Jasper. That was crazy similar. I
Yes.
know, right?
Yeah.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
Who is that? What's up, Jenna?
Crazy similar. What's up, Rich? So listen, Grammy Whammy. Good morning, everyone. May your day keep getting better. Absolutely.
There we go.
Grammy Whammy wants to be great today. Art.
She's always great.
Yeah, she wants to.
Joique needs to
Good
learn
morning,
a thing or two.
everyone. May your day keep getting better.
Yes,
I love you, Grammy
absolutely.
Whammy. I love you, little booty.
No doubt about it. Listen, one of the things that went down, and you're going to have to talk about this because you can give a unique perspective, Joique, that none of us can.
Yes, you can.
No, I've never been a part of Lions rookie camp.
Me either.
Art has never been a part of Lions rookie. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, nor have you.
Never.
That's funny,
No.
yeah. So I am dumb.
Yeah.
No, but Lions rookie camp this past weekend, and people were making a big deal about the Lions not having a quarterback. And I was like, no, they actually had two. We'll talk about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. He's Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian. Right now, I'm medium rare. Like if I was a lamb, it would be time to take me off the grill. This is Woodward Sports.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Man, I'll tell you what, and somehow, some way, Terry and I were talking about this yesterday, Joique, and you work with me every day, so you know the truth.
Yeah.
Evidently, I'm negative about the Lions, and I can't stress to you enough that I'm not. I like these guys. I like Brad Holmes. I like Dan Campbell. It's just not going to happen next year. I like Dan Campbell even more because of his logic over the weekend. And in case people missed it, the Lions had rookie camp over the weekend, and they didn't have a quarterback. And Dan Campbell's logic, this is I'm sorry, this is great logic to me. Yeah. Dan Campbell basically said, why on earth would I go pick out some quarterback off the street? Yeah. This guy isn't going to make the team. We've got 3 quarterbacks ahead of him on the depth chart. Why would I bring him in and waste everybody's time? You know who I want on the field? I want guys on the field that actually have a chance to make the team. And a quarterback isn't going to make the team.
It's not.
Look, Joique, I think that's beautiful. And so the funny thing about it is who was taking reps? Former quarterback at the University of Indiana. You might know him as a wide receiver in the National Football League, Antoine Randall L.
Yep.
And former quarterback at the University of Washington, Mark Brunell, who I think is older than me. I think Mark Brunell is older than me.
He might be a little bit older.
He's a little bit better at quarterback than me. And obviously he had a distinguished NFL career. Joique, I think that's great. That's a common sense, logical approach to things. Here's 2 guys that can fling the ball around. You want guys on the field that might have a chance to make the team, that are looking for a break, like a young Joique Bell. Yeah. Was waiting for his opportunity. Yeah. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So you go on a rookie minicamp, and it's not like the other minicamps. So you coming in, it's more so you going through the plays. You're kind of learning the lay of the land. Coaches are getting to know you a little bit better, and you're building that camaraderie with the other rookies that's coming in. But the biggest thing for you in rookie minicamp is to try to learn the playbook. So they're teaching you the playbook before everyone else comes in. So you kind of get I'm not gonna say a jump start, but it gives you an opportunity that when everyone else comes in, you're not that far behind. And I remember going in my rookie year in Buffalo, and it been such a long, and this was, obviously pre-pandemic, but it's totally different. You have free time, you have more time to yourself. Psych, it's the longest year of your career, right? Your rookie year is always the longest, right? And so you get in the rookie camp, and you're going, and then the rest of the team comes in, and now you're on their schedule now. And then when the mandatory minicamp is over at the end of the OTAs, guess what? Everyone can go home except for you. Everyone. Every team is different, but I remember when OTAs was over for us in Buffalo, we had to stay 2 weeks after that. 2 weeks after that to continue to work out, continue to go over the playbook. And it made us better as rookies, but just no free time. So by the time we did by the time we did get released to go home, we had about 3 weeks until training camp. And you're into the season, which if you go to playoffs, it's going to be a really, really long season. But, you're living your dream.
How many did they in your time before your rookie season starts? This is a random question, but while you were talking, this popped into my head because what people don't understand, there's so much information that you guys are getting bombarded with.
Yeah.
Did somebody, whether it be Bill Keenest, anybody, do they talk to you about how to deal with the media and all that? When does that conversation take place?
So your first day there.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you have your rookie team meeting. You come in, you have all the coaches there. You have the media people there. You have compliance. You have people there kind of, they're teaching you the lay of the land. The coach is talking to you about how to present yourself to the media, what to say, what not to say. Don't talk about other players. Don't talk about other player injuries. Only talk about yourself. And, they'll try to slip you up. Well, when I played or somebody was out, so how you think Calvin's you think Calvin will be back next week? I'm just focused on myself, being a good teammate, and, I'll be ready to go next week. You circumvent the questions. Like, I understand one thing they teach you is that you answer what you want to answer when you're in front of that mic. And so it's always ways to circumvent a question or make it into the question you want it to be. And so they take you through that. And as you become more of a professional and get used to the camera, you'll learn how to deal with them.
I have a good suggestion. The next time, like, somebody's asking you a bunch of questions that you don't want to answer, and Art, maybe this is for you. Like, if you're having a one-on-one with Chad and Chad's drilling you, you know what you should do whenever he asks you a question? Just look him directly in the eye and just go Detroit versus everybody.
Can I try it right now?
And then Chad says something else, and then you can go Detroit versus everybody.
Well, here, let me give my version.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure.
Let me give my version.
No, we good. So, Sean.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
That was fun.
When you go ahead, Art.
No, it's okay. We're already moving on.
I like doing that. Then I go back to him.
No,
he's in his feelings.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. You're already moving on. Keep it going. You had a great talk, but keep going. Nobody knows this personal experience but you. So, Joique, go. You're on the camera. Talking in the microphone. Go.
Art is hilarious.
Did you see that Aaron Glenn wants to get a pet lion for the team?
No, it was
no, it was Dan. It was Campbell.
Oh, was it?
It was Dan Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was
so they
the
want to
DC.
get a pet. So they want to get a pet lion. Now, having a pet lion as a, I don't know if it'd be more so of a pet, but having a wild animal that probably grew up in those circumstances would be probably different. I mean, it might be a little cub lion, but I don't know how.
Keep it at Joique's house. Joique
You know
knows
what,
what to. He knows what to do when he opens his
I'm
garage at 5:30 in the morning.
I'm gonna call the real Tarzan, and he's gonna show me how to.
I don't care what anybody says. It's still a wild freaking animal.
Yeah.
I don't care if you keep it as a pet. These people that think that they're like lion whisperers or bear whisperers are the people that get eaten.
No, so
I want nothing to do with it.
There is a guy. No, there is a guy on social media that he grew up in a pride of lions, and so. It's real talk. He grew up, and so he goes back. And they run to him, and they greet him. And, like, when they have a kill, he has to go eat the kill with them. Like, he has to take at least one bite, or they'll feel like he's not part of the pride. So it's a lot of things I've learned watching this guy on social media. He's a big – so he has, like this is, like, in a wild. This is not, like in a wild. And then he has, like, hyenas. He has cheetahs, but he grew up with them from a young age, and so they trust him, and so they're like a family. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? That works well. Like the bear guy. Do you remember the bear guy in Alaska? What was his name? Bearman or something?
Bear Grylls?
No, not Bear Grylls, but there was a guy that like lived with these grizzlies in Alaska. That's all fine and dandy until there's a big storm and they're hungry, and then you turn into lunch real fast. And they ate this guy. He was like, they made this documentary on Bear Man or whatever in Alaska, and they flipping ate him. That's all fine and dandy until you're hungry.
Yeah, you got to bring him food.
Joique, there's no way that you could have a lion in your house because one piece of lion hair hits that immaculate upholstery, and you would fight the lion. You would fight him.
No, I'll just take him to the groomer.
So you'd rather have a lion in your tussle than me. I get it now. Okay, go on. And Sean. Hey, Sean. How's that Tesla ride with Joique?
I have never floated in the Tesla. I never.
TikTok,
Hey,
Mikey
Kennedy
has.
My bestie in the.
So
my
did
bestie
Mikey
was in the
TikTok.
Tessie. My bestie was in the Tessie. Kennedy,
of
were you
all
in the Tessie?
people,
How was
like
that
that,
ride?
like that is
How
a
was it,
dad.
Kennedy?
How was the Tessie?
Yeah.
I loved the Tessie.
Oh, get out
I
of
ran
here.
in the office and I told my dad that we need to buy a Tesla immediately.
Immediately.
I was like, Joique, are these things fast? Because I didn't know if they were just luxury, like comfy cars. And he steps on it and I like suction cupped
No,
to
I told you
the.
to put your head back. I said put your head back. I told
Well,
you. I told
I must have not
Wow.
listened.
Art,
No,
I
listen.
would rather Art. I'm serious. I would rather Joique give Satan a ride in his Tesla than Mike. Hey, that was a great ride, Joique. Thank you.
You want to hear stupid jokes?
See you soon.
You know what
buddy.
it was though? He was
But
with
Mike?
and he was able to get in through association. So he knew Kennedy and he was filming Kennedy.
Yeah.
So we had to let him in, Sean. I apologize. But that wasn't me picking. It's not like me and Mike was going joyriding. It was he was filming, he was working. It was all work.
Add him to the group text.
All
No.
Did he raise his hand?
Sean?
Yes, he did. Yeah, it went straight up in the air. It was.
You are a liar, Sean.
I am lying.
You're
yeah,
a liar.
I'm not real good at it. So you got me. You got me.
Hey, you used to do it.
Yeah, I don't want a pet lion. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, that's just not. You're begging for trouble, and besides, I don't trust that they wouldn't have the pet lion sick members of
What's
the
up?
media if you're down there. Hi, Fish.
Would you be scared that that lion is going to come into your Tesla when you open that garage? Wouldn't you like have flashbacks of think it's a tiger?
Now, if I had a lion, it'll fight the tiger
Yeah,
and
but
give
I
me enough
could,
time to get in
I
the
could
car.
definitely, yeah, but I could definitely see you going into your car and just for some reason you think it's a tiger and you just flip out. Oh my God, what's it doing in here? Oh, get away! And you put the
No, no,
garage
no, no,
down,
because what it
and then
is-
you show up at 12:30 and you say, "Look, I thought it was a tiger. I'm sorry, it was actually a lion." I
I
can see
don't know
you
where
doing
this story
that.
is going, Fish. I don't know where this story is
A
going.
tiger and lion
but let's get back
are
to,
similar
let's get back
to each other.
Let's get back to sports
It's
real
related
quick.
to you having a. You guys.
Somebody
All right.
said Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, there's another example. Those guys, boy, those guys know tigers. Montecore wouldn't hurt anybody until Montecore ate the guy's neck.
It said Joy Singh more of a hyena guy than a lion. You know what though? Hyenas, they actually have stronger bites than
Evidently,
than
they're pretty
lions.
tough,
What
right?
is this, Jack Hanna over here?
Evidently, hyenas are pretty tough,
Yeah,
right?
they have a stronger bite than a lion.
I know, but you're just knowledge of random stuff. It's just, you've done it a couple times on this show to where it's just these like Joique fun facts.
Like what? Give me one. Give me one.
Well, the hyena, I didn't know
No,
that.
give me another one besides that, because I just said that one. You said I do it all the time. Give me one.
Okay, just play along, Joique. You're
Exactly.
being good.
Exactly.
We need
Shut
to
up.
reach
All right.
greatness today. About halfway there.
Hey.
I'm glad that there are coyotes in my backyard and not hyenas.
Yeah, but you know, speaking of greatness, let me tell you guys about a great industry. Northwestern Tech. Start a career in an industry that is always essential. The heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting northwesterntech.edu. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell. What was sports? Stay tuned.
Guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
Right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5
Every day, right here on the hook.
on Woodward Sports Network.
See, you know what was great, Art, and I wish more people would tune in. We brought this up yesterday. I'm telling you, the Stanley Cup playoffs have been great the first 3 days. Unbelievable. And more action today. As Tammy said, the Boston-Washington game was fantastic last night. Hate sells. Boy, these series are just full of hate. Like Boston and Washington hate each other, and there are guys that are similar to each other. So you know how it is when guys are similar?
Yeah.
They want to out-rat each other. Like it's fun to
You know,
watch.
it is because it is. That's very much true. That is, and that's on every level though.
When I watched, I brought this up yesterday. I'm not joking. It's one of the best hockey games I've seen in like 3 years' time. The other night watching Tampa and Florida, and that's when I sent you that picture because I like and Art of course yells at me and goes, "You knew what you were doing," but I'm sitting at home watching the hockey game, and I look in front of me and I have like those souvenir cups. I save souvenir cups. I do. I'm sorry, just for posterity. I'm that guy. I grab souvenir cups from when I go to different games and everything, and I have like the one Pride cup from like 6 years ago. And that was the picture that I sent you because as I'm,
that's the picture
as
you
I'm
sent.
watching the hockey game, I'm going, Joique's here. No, Joique's here. I don't see. There he is. And I look at my cup and literally looking right at me.
Looking right at you.
As I'm watching TV, there's Joique. And he's got bad intentions. He's got the football. He's got that look on his face like, Clay Matthews, where are you? I'm going to run you over.
I was looking for
and
him.
so I took a picture of it. I was like, there's a hockey game in the background, and there's Joique.
I was looking for
Yeah,
him.
so it has been fantastic. I will echo that sentiment. I love this guy. This goes back, Joique, to draft day. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell took a bunch of guys. I used the term dudes with tubes, guys with attitudes, right? And Amon-Ra St. Brown is a guy who's a tough receiver. Yep. You know, sometimes receivers, there aren't a lot of them, but sometimes a receiver can just be Steve Smith, right? Carolina.
Right.
Steve Smith will take you in the alley and beat the piss out of you. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't fight him. I would much rather face like a 350-pound lineman than Steve Smith is that rabid dog that somebody left off a chain. Want nothing to do with that cat.
This is a sidebar because you're talking about Steve Smith right now. I remember he was at I think he was at a Panthers training camp, and he was asking Cam Newton. I can't remember what player it was. He was doing fantasy football, and he said, "Should I put?" And I'm gonna throw out a random receiver. Should I put Antonio Brown over this receiver right here? But the receiver who was going to put him over was standing right in front of him. He said, "Should I put him over him?" He said, No. I need to know." And he was talking to Cam, but the receiver that he was talking about was standing right in front of him. And that's just how he said, "No, I'm serious. Is he going to give me some points?" And that's just how cutthroat he was. Just to say, "I'm going to put another guy over you."
Yeah.
All right. And so like stuff like that, I that drives me as a player.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it. And when I look back at it, me not being drafted and being an unsigned or an undrafted rookie free agent kind of drove me to kind of, want to outperform the ones that were drafted like over me. I remember doing a training session or a workout for a team, and I'm not going to say his name, but it was another running back who got drafted high above me. And they said, "Listen, I worked him out, and he couldn't get through the workout. I worked you out, and you can still go." And I said, "Yeah, I can still go." I'm like, "Want to run some more routes?" And he kind of laughed, chuckled, and when the draft came around, I thought I was going to get drafted, but all these running backs went before me. Now, I had a longer career than probably 90% of them.
Sure.
But at the same time, it was more so for me like, dang.
Well, and it's funny because you might remember I brought up the story of Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, the knock about Michael Irvin was he was a showboat. Michael Irvin doesn't want to go over the middle. He's too pretty to go over the middle. Michael Irvin became one of the most deadliest guys over the middle. And he's the type of guy, like, this is what would piss me off. You give this dude the best shot you've ever given somebody, he pops up going like this with a big smile on his face. That's psychologically, like, damaging to you. You know, that was Michael Irvin's career until he broke his neck. Amon-Ra St. Brown is that type of guy. I love what he had to say. I'm never going to forget the 15 receivers that were taken over me. Yeah. And I'm coming in and I'm taking people's jobs.
I tell you right
Love
now.
it.
I'm telling you right now, he has the perfect attitude. Now he has to have the perfect action. He got to bag it up. There's a lot of this in the league, but I like it. I like that mental attitude. I like going in with that chip in your shoulder. But now I got to see it. And he has the potential to be a good receiver this year. Make some plays, and I'm excited to see what he can do. But right now, have that thought in your head And now I want to see it put into action.
He's never going to be a one. I don't think anybody's looking at him as he's going to be the next Calvin or he's going to be the next Herman Moore or anything. He's just a rock solid potential NFL wide receiver.
And then I haven't done enough film watching on him, but the plays that I have seen is more so him catching it in the end zone or catching it for a big play. I want to see what he can do yards after the catch. That's what I want to see.
He's
a good concentration.
Yeah.
Great job tracking down the ball. And these are the plays I want to see. Boom. This right here.
That's a tough man.
Tough guy. And these are the plays I want to see him do. Come on now. And when I watched him, I kind of compare him to like more of a Golden Tate, a tough receiver.
Yep.
Might not be a one, but like a great hands, tough guy, not afraid to go across the middle. Like I think that's the type of attitude he has. So I'm excited to see him play.
Absolutely. I mean that's the beauty of it. And
the day he got drafted, the very next day it had like a video of him in the garage catching passes.
Yep.
And so that's the type of attitude and the type of work ethic we're going to need here. Yeah.
What motivated you? Kennedy asked this question in our what's the word I'm looking for? Our planner. What motivated you? Script, whatever it is. What motivated you? We got the Human Zoo going on. Hi, ladies. Hi, there's Mike Broadwell, and there's a couple nice ladies. It's a Human Zoo.
Look at that.
If you feed me, I'll do tricks. What's amazing though, Joique, is for you, and we've talked about this before. You had 2 strikes against you. You had 2 strikes against you going into the National Football League. You did. Yeah.
What was the 2 strikes?
Wayne State, Division II. No. I mean, people are so gosh damn short-sighted. It drives me out of my mind. If you can play, right? Mm-hmm. So those were the undrafted Division II kid. How much of that was motivation?
Well, it was motivation, but the biggest motivation I got was when I went to Alabama. I think it was Florence, Alabama for the Harley Hill ceremony.
Okay.
So right before the championship. Yep. And at the time, Shannon Sharpe was going into the Hall of Fame, and he had to give a speech before they announced the winner of the Harley Hill Trophy. And so I remember him saying that once you make it to the NFL, or once he made it to the NFL, it was no amount of work any coach can make him do to make him want to go back to his old circumstances. So he was willing to do anything to be the best. And I remember him saying that once he got there and he got on the football field, he said, it's just football now. There's no more hiding. You can't hide your talent. He said, once the paycheck doesn't matter, what college you went to doesn't matter. Once you get your opportunity, take full advantage of it. And so when I made it to the NFL, I always had that in the back of my head, in the back of my mind. Another thing that a coach, Sam Gash, when I went to the Senior Bowl, he said there's only 2 things in football you can control, your effort and your attitude. You can't control opportunity. And so I always had that in the back of my head. I can control when I can play, but when I get my chances, I'm going to make the most of them.
And he was with the Lions at the time.
So the Senior Bowl, we had the whole Lions coaching staff.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
And so they were able to get a close look on me before a lot of the other teams. And so I'm taking all this knowledge and wisdom, and I'm going into my rookie year, my rookie mini camp with that mindset of, the Patriots took my contract away. They gave it to someone else. This was the next best option, which people didn't understand why I went there. And when I look at it, I'm like, I thought it was a bad deal, but it ended up working out for me because if I don't go there, I might not end up back here in Detroit. And so everything happens for a reason, but I always had that in the back of my mind. Like C.J. Spiller was drafted first round there. You had Ben Tate got drafted before me. You had Javid Best drafted before me. You had LeGarrette Blount drafted before me. We had, the list, Jonathan Dwyer went before me. Like Jonathan Dwyer went before me. So I'm just looking like I'll put up over 8,000 yards in my career. Well, 100 touches. I can't get drafted to one. Are these numbers not good enough for you, NFL? 100 touchdowns in a collegiate career, that's not good. And so, and this is in a D2. They count your playoff games.
Sure.
They count those yards for the regular season and those touchdowns. Mm-hmm. And so I'm top 10 in NCAA history in all these different categories, from rushing yards to all-purpose yards to touchdowns, and I don't even get 6th round or 5th round. And so that was always in the back of my head. And so I went through the preseason playing with that chip on my shoulder in the show. And so yes, that's.
Are you pissed off to this day you didn't get drafted? I
No.
was told definitively that you were going to be drafted by somebody. I know I told you this before.
You never told me this.
Yeah. So, somebody asked me, they said, how's his 40? And I know I told you this. We had this conversation before. But I was told, somebody thought, do you remember there was an article, there was like a USA Today article. I don't know if you remember that. And people were saying, this Joique Bell out of Wayne State, what a great story, et cetera, et cetera. And one of my buddies who was at the combine was like, he's going to get drafted. So I assume. Now, you weren't going to be in the first few rounds.
No,
I mean, I think you knew that.
This is
better
what
than
I was
anybody.
told. This is what I was told. The teams just want to see you run a 4.5. If you can run a 4.5, you'll get drafted.
That's exactly what I was
And
told.
I was at 4.6.
I told you that.
And I was at 4.6.
And I said people are short-sighted because, in my opinion, you psych yourself out when you're playing the 40, and what people don't see is real speed.
Yeah, so-
And I watched you chase down cheetahs and jaguars and lions, and I was like, you're going to be pissed off at yourself that you didn't draft him.
Yeah, but and you look at the process they go through when they're evaluating these players. Some things you can't evaluate by just going to a combine and watching them do. Who came up with this? Like, if you jump this far, if you run this fast, you're going to be a great football. Like, I don't get that, but this is what they've come up with. These are the numbers they've come up with, and so we're going to go off of it. Certain plays in games. That's why a lot of these scouts, they have to do more research with watching film and watching guys in the game to see how pivotal these guys are in, I guess, in game situational football, right? And a guy getting a first down and staying in bounds, or versus a guy running the ball and 4-minute offense where he's not trying to get yards, and now his yard per carry goes down for that game. And now you won't watch that game because his numbers isn't great that game, but it's certain plays in those games you need to watch. And but yeah, it's a lot of stuff like that. But
It's gotta piss you off so badly that
it makes you want to drink.
You think about drinking, right?
What you want to drink on?
8 Mile vodka. 8 Mile vodka, born in Detroit, is distilled in single 90-liter batches to
8
allow
Mile,
for
Better Mile?
optimal quality control and care. Then carbon filtered, aerated, bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with a smooth finish and a character all its own. This is an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled, enjoyed straight, or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Now, next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile vodka, or you can pick up a bottle at Meijer. As always, drink responsibly. Joique, were you ever part of an attempted coup d'etat as a team where the whole team, you kind of felt like the whole team didn't like a particular coach or whatever? Do you remember a scenario like that? Because we have a scenario nearby like that. So I'm going to ask you to rack your brain. We'll come back, get your thoughts.
Before you go, can you hold up that 8 Mile bottle?
Of course.
For people who don't think this 8 Mile vodka is the best vodka, Better Thou. 8 Mile Better Thou. Take us a break. Do you get that, Art? Did you get that?
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand.
Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Is that one of those Fortnite dances that you just said to Art? Like, did you speak? You know how, like, I'm the ice pick or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 7 Mile. I think it's more so 7 Mile Better Thou. But hey,
Did you hear? We were talking about Blade Icewood. Sean goes, that ice pick guy or whoever
I'm
you're
the
talking
ice
about.
pick. Look at.
Hey, you got to respect him.
climbing
You gotta
the
stop
Alpines.
it.
You got to stop that.
it.
No,
Stop
but
that
what
shot.
is it?
Road
I don't
doesn't
know
play
what it
around.
is.
Stop that shot.
Joy Road does not play around.
Look, I don't need a cap in my ass, okay? I'm asking legitimately.
I'm sorry for looking out for you.
So I can't even like mention ice pick.
You got to respect it.
It's Blade Icewood. Blade.
Oh my gosh.
Ice. Wood.
Do the Blade Icewood.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Icewood.
Come on. There we go.
There we go.
I am mad. Hi, I'm Sean Baligian for Blade Icewood. I love Blade Icewood. It just screams Detroit. Did I say myself?
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, leave it at that.
All right.
Perfect. All right, let's move on.
All right,
Before you get us
so
killed.
Detroit Mercy coach has been given the go-ahead to exclude a player from the team. Evidently, she lost the entire team, and junior Maxine Moore was part of the players that attempted a coup d'etat. She wants to return to basketball, but Coach Gilbert won't let her. Do you remember where players just said, okay, I'm done with that guy or this person or anything like that?
Yes, they have, but they walked out by themselves.
Really?
Yeah. They walked out by themselves. Yeah. You got to think, I went in with 28 players. Like, and understand, Division II, they're not giving out too many full ride scholarships. Just funding isn't there. And so I came in my rookie, not rookie, but my freshman year with about 28 guys in my class. By the time I graduated, it was 6 of us.
Wow.
Now, mind you, we had 2 guys who played as true freshmen. The rest of us redshirted.
Yeah.
And they graduated a year before. But other than that, yeah, we were only 6.
Yeah.
8 total.
Yeah, and obviously Coach Winters must be doing something right for his success and the fact that he's been there. But this is really strange because I don't know the circumstances. I'm not going to pretend to know the circumstances.
Now, mind you, it's not because they didn't want to. It might have like a couple who just didn't want to be there because their playing time wasn't what they wanted it to be.
Sure.
But for the most part, it's finances.
Yeah.
Guys having to quit to go provide for their families because, their father might be sick and now they have to leave because now they have to go run the family business. So we had cases like that as well. And so it's not that they didn't want to be there. It's just that, circumstances.
When a coach loses the team, there's no coming back from that. I'm a firm believer in when you lost the team, you lost the team. You can't find the team. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong. I'll ask you because
it can happen. You can lose the team and get them back. It's very unlikely, but it's been done before. I mean, look at movies. Look at the Mighty Ducks. He lost the team and came back and got them back. It happens. He likes hockey, so that was a good analogy for you.
You know what? With that being said,
I
I haven't delved into the new Mighty Ducks. I haven't. Gordon
What's
Bombay.
What's the new Mighty Ducks? Is it
they're streaming it. All the retro stuff is kind of the rage. Yeah,
they're not about to.
Yeah, they're making it, but it's an older generation with Emilio.
Yeah, Gordon Bombay is down on hockey. He runs a hockey rink, but he hates hockey. And so, evidently, I saw one of the trailers for it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to tune into this.
Hey,
So
here's a suggestion, Hollywood. Stop touching classics.
Yeah, that's
just
a
leave them
classic.
alone.
If you want to see Mighty Ducks, just go watch the old one because
Although, aren't we all happy that they redid Karate Kid under the umbrella called Cobra Kai?
I never watched the first one. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I like the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. Though. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty good.
The Cobra Kai's. You don't like Cobra Kai? None of you guys like Cobra Kai?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh, it's
I'll tell you
unbelievable.
what is a good movie or a good series to watch would be The Godfather of Harlem. If you guys haven't started watching.
Ooh,
it.
Terry mentioned that.
Yeah, Terry mentioned
The Godfather of Harlem is pretty. I ran into it last night and I was just. It was like the 5th episode, but I caught the end of it. I said, "Oh, this is pretty good." So I went back and watched the first episode and the second. Halfway through the second one last night, and I went to sleep. But I'm about to catch up on that. It's really good.
Arthur.
Yes, here is the classic lineup of the Mighty Ducks, and here is them much older in the remake.
I saw that.
Well, yeah, they didn't bring the one guy back because he's had kind of some personal issues and everything, but evidently he's getting his life straight.
Well,
I guess.
where's the other guy?
The goalie. Go back to the original. But that guy, you don't want to look up pictures of him. He was like,
he's rough.
Yeah, he was living on the street. He was like a complete meth head. And evidently, though, he's getting his crap together. So we wish him the best.
Good. Wish him the best.
Yeah, we wish him
bring
the
the class
best.
back.
Since you brought it up, I am so all in on Yellowstone. It's unbelievable. I can't believe I missed it before, to the point where when I move away one day and none of you ever hear from me again, because that's going to happen. I'm telling you right now.
We'll hear from you.
Wow.
We'll hear from you.
No, I'm going to disappear one day. I'm going off the grid.
Wow.
I think I'm going to have like a ranch like John Dutton. And then I'm going to make art if you want to come up, and I'll take care. But I have to brand you. I have to. You're getting the Sean brand.
That's a surprise to me because this is the first time we're talking about it, Sean. Looks like you got your plan all made. Plans all made except for little Artie and the nighttime party. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Oh, they did say they could have brought Goldberg back. He is doing right now with his recovery. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Maybe like when they brought it back, he wasn't like in the clear yet.
But now he's getting there.
Yeah, but he was.
What was the girly cat?
Yeah. If you want to get freaked out, look up pictures of Goldberg. It was like adult, like his. Look at.
It's crazy,
Is
man.
that Goldberg?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's him now.
No,
Evidently, he's getting it together.
That was
Good for
during
him.
like his rough stint.
Good
and,
for him.
This is him. I think a more recent pick. So I mean, the comparison, But yeah, he's sucks, man.
Oh, jeez, oh Pete.
Fame's a dangerous drug.
Yeah, it's just another reason why kids
That's what
don't
you
do
say.
drugs.
Come on, that's not funny.
No, I was being serious. Fame's a dangerous drug. If he wasn't getting that Mighty Ducks money, he probably wouldn't be where he's at now. In a good and bad way. You get some money and you start doing drugs, and then you know. Don't say it, Joique. Just keep.
All right, can I say this? I respect you guys, you professional athletes, for a lot of reasons. Obviously, the obvious ones.
Give me a couple.
But no, I'm going to use you as an example. You were a young man that all of a sudden you had yourself some money.
Yeah.
Okay. If I was a young man with money, I might end up like Goldberg. Like I'm not being funny.
No joke.
I might end up like I was a complete moron at 21, 22,
What you enjoyed yourself.
29, 39,
Yeah.
47.
But you didn't have any kids.
No, but no. My first I was 29.
No, I had a son though.
Yeah, you had to be responsible.
Yeah, I had to be responsible. So I had a son.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more so like he's watching me, and so I have to be here, so I can't do any dumb things. And so I went to school, worked 2 jobs. Crazy thing was I was a sophomore, and I had to doing what art's doing, paying child support in college, and then going to school full time, and then raising my son. So it was crazy, but it taught me a lot. It taught me about responsibility. It taught me how to kind of juggle my school life, personal life, social life, and it worked out well for me because once I got into the NFL, I basically had my schedule down to a T, and so it worked out for me.
One of my buddies made it, and right before we turned 21, he signed a nice contract with a nice signing bonus. And it was funny because he took a few of us out. He said, "Night's on me. We're going to go shopping. Is there something you want to pick up?" Within reason. I wasn't going to pick out a Corvette or anything. Yeah. And then he basically said, "Okay, guys, that's it." I was totally cool with it. And like, honestly, you know what? He lived like he did before. He didn't do anything extravagant or anything like that. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, dude, you're just a good dude. Because I would be, we're another party at my house, all that crap. And like he took us out, he took care of us.
All right, I'm going to give you.
But he was like, he goes, "All right, guys, fellas, that's it."
He was living by the quote. He was living
respect. I mean, yeah. Well, you didn't have to do anything for me, but I appreciated that.
But that's what good friends do.
Yeah.
They don't expect it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. They don't expect it. Let me look out for them. And so I did a few cool things. But the thing is, what your friend kind of realized is you can live like a king for a year, or you can live like a prince for a lifetime.
Ooh. I like that.
You like that one, Art?
I like that one.
Put that in your Rolodex.
Young lady, does that sound familiar? That conversation you and I were having a few minutes before the show? Did you hear? You can live like a queen for a year, or you can live like a princess for your entire life.
Did you say that? Did you
I
tell
didn't
her?
No,
use
he
that
didn't
quote,
use
but
those
we-
exact
I was
words.
like, wow.
We were talking some investment things, and that's what I said. I said, think long term. Think
Right.
long term.
And put
So,
on Kennedy
did,
real
did
quick.
you hear
'cause She was
that?
so comfy.
I make myself comfortable in this
see?
chair, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
That's
you.
Kennedy chair.
Yeah, the Kennedy chair.
That's Kennedy chair.
That's a good
Kennedy
idea.
chair.
Tesla owner, Tesla
Good.
owner
Yeah.
arrested for backseat driving. You're going to have to explain this to everybody, Joyce.
Yeah, you know it's weird because it might be a new feature, but if
Adventures
I'm
in
not,
Tesla.
huh?
Adventures in Tesla when we come back.
Let's talk about it.
Joique Bell, Sean Baligian.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. For that air.
What up, dope? Glad you could join us.
What up,
It is it is a Tuesday here on Woodward Sports. So you're going to have to explain this to me, Joique.
I'll explain.
And I guess if I was ever in your Tesla, I would better understand it. But only people like Kennedy and TikTok Mikey
Unbelievable.
know what it's like. So evidently, this owner of a Tesla was arrested for backseat driving. He got out of jail. He bought a new Tesla. You better look at his portfolio, by the way, if you want to live like a princess, Kennedy. And he did it again. So what are your thoughts as a guy who has a Tesla?
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. But it's different because in my Tesla, if I'm not sitting in the front seat, it won't allow me to use that feature.
But in this video, so he put the seatbelt on and he clicks it to make sure that it's on, and that's how it tricks Tesla into thinking that someone's sitting there. The seatbelt.
You know, but even then, if I have like my seatbelt on and say I have it in the autopilot, but I reach over to grab something, it'll take it out and tell me to take control of the wheel. It's weird. Yeah. So I'm gonna try it.
No.
But I'm not gonna be in the back seat though. But what I'm saying, I'm gonna put on my autopilot and I'm gonna reach over to grab something. I'm gonna see if it does it. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the driver's seat.
I know, but I worry about you, Joique. I want to get a ride before you crash it.
I'm not gonna crash my car.
You know, that doesn't worry you though, having a robot.
I was going to ask, do you ever worry
That's where it's coming, but you gotta think, that's where the world's, you gotta think another 20 years, you don't think there'll be more cars that can drive themselves? Like Ford they just bought the old train station, and that's gonna be the headquarters for their autonomous vehicles. They're trying to come up with they're trying to compete with Tesla. You have all these different companies from Audi to all these different electric vehicles. Jaguars they're making electric vehicles. Eventually, all cars are going to be like that, and they'll be able to drive themselves eventually.
Steve said, I know someone who claims to have driven from North Carolina to Pennsylvania without touching the wheel once. I cannot confirm
I've driven
that story.
from, and I haven't been that far, but I've driven from Detroit to Ben Harbor without having to take control of the wheel. Now, I might have had my hands on the wheel, but I never took control of the wheel.
That freaks me out. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, Sean, your hand is on the wheel, so you can take control at any time. But I didn't have to take control not one time.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like an eject button? Because like I would go, hey, Mikey TikTok, you want to jump in my Tesla for a ride? And then I'd press the eject button and send him into the atmosphere.
No, they have that. And they have that feature in the car. You joking.
Do they really have an eject?
Yeah.
Oh, what the? The first person I'm taking for a drive is Mikey TikTok.
I'm
Mikey,
joking. They
listen,
don't have
you
that.
and I need to talk out our issues,
Yeah.
brah. I'm going to buy you lunch. To the moon.
Not to sound like an old man, but isn't it getting weird that like kids 20 years from now are going to possibly be in cars that drive themselves and they'll never have to?
Do you know what I worry about?
20 years from now is right now.
No,
I
do you
know,
know what
but
I
I'm saying,
worry
like,
about? All jokes aside, is sometimes, I have a new car, new truck, and sometimes there's like a chip malfunction, right? Yeah, and I think everybody knows about what's going on with it. But sometimes like something happens, and what if there's a malfunction? You know what I mean? Computers sometimes.
You know what though? Then that's on them. But right now they're telling you that the cars.
I'm not going to tell them it's on them. Is I'm laying in a bloody, crumpled mess.
But what I'm saying is this, though, Sean. They're telling you that the cars can drive themselves, but they'll tell you before, like when you put it into that feature, into that mode, they'll tell you to keep both hands on the wheel to be able to take control at any given point, at any given time. And so,
do you ever think about this though, Joique? Like you and I had a conspiracy conversation on Friday.
So that they can take control of your car at any point in time.
Everyone's driving Teslas one day, right? And then all of a sudden, Big Brother's like, nope, presses the button, nobody drives.
It's like iRobot. Like you know what? Sarah Connor was right. I'm telling you. This is the rise of the machines. Teslas are going to begin the revolution. It's going to be Terminator.
Not my America.
I don't need that. Mikey TikTok, what was it like in the Tesla?
So you were like, oh, Mikey TikTok, I'll take you for a ride in the Tesla, and then hit the eject button. You want to know something funny? The phrase Mikey TikTok get in my Tesla has been uttered by Mr. Joique Bell, but I've never heard Sean get in my Tesla.
Oh, why is he coming? This is our gang territory.
Did you hear that?
Joique, you got to pick a side.
You know what? I don't argue with fact, though. Mikey, you're right.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
But Joique's Tesla, it's the future. I got in. I've never seen a door. I've never experienced, what are those butterfly doors they're called? Suicide doors, where it goes like this.
Butterfly doors.
Suicide
doors when you
butterfly
open.
doors. Yeah. Where
like
his
a Rolls
door,
Royce when
it
you
doesn't
open
open
it.
like a normal door, Sean. It goes up.
Those are suicide doors.
For real?
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah,
and
it's a fancy car.
There's like a gigantic iPad on the screen. It's like, I didn't know what I was in, but it was awesome.
Yeah,
cool, great story.
spaceship.
Anyway, come on, Sean.
Is Art mad because he can't get in? Is Art
Scott
upset?
said people malfunction more than machines do. Machines do what they are programmed to do.
Yeah, that's true.
See, but okay, listen. We were talking about fears. This is one of the things that I'm afraid of flying. I don't like flying at all. Can't stand it. Like, I'm not joking. I can't stand it. Yeah. I've learned to defeat it, but that doesn't mean that I like it. Like, before, I used to have to get drunk. Like, I'm not just... When I went on a flight...
Why, though? Does your anxiety kicks up? Because you don't know... You know, they say people have anxiety because they're fear of the future. And then they say people have depression because of the fear of their past.
Well, do you know what it is? Like, the reason I stopped getting drunk is because, like, we took a couple trips. Like, one time we went to Disney World, and I got hammered. And my kids here were going to the happiest place on earth, and you know, and so I go, I can't, you know. They were little. They didn't know what was going on. Dad didn't feel well, all that stuff. So I was like, I got to do something about this, and I kind of said, you're just going to have to deal with it. But yet, conversely, I want to jump out of a plane. Like, one day I want a parachute. Like, honestly, I just want to do it. It's like one day when I know, all right, this is it, Nee. You and I have had a life battling each other. I'm really going to F you up today. Yeah. And I want to, but people go, wait a second. You're afraid to fly, but do you know what? I think, like, honestly, I think it's a control issue. And I think the difference
it is a control issue.
I think the difference is if I have my hand on the wheel. Okay, and I get in an accident, it's nobody's fault but mine, except for the little old lady that isn't paying attention and doesn't check her blind spot and crashes into my car. It's my own. Like, my dying thought would be, Sean, you are a shitty driver. Like, I don't want my.
You know what it is, though?
I don't want my dying thought to be, damn it, Kit, you went right when you should have gone left.
So this is what you have to do, Sean. When you get a Tesla, which you're going to end up getting one because you're going to ride in mine, you can be like, I love it. It's going to be a time because I put it in that mode with Kenny in the car, and I took my hand off the wheel. You remember? And so she was this doesn't make you nervous? I'm like, no, not really, not anymore. It took me some time to get used to doing it, but it's kind of like you do it over and over and over, and you keep your hands on the wheel, and then you see nothing happens, and then after a while, you say, oh, I can trust it now. Or I start to trust it a little bit more. Well, you might take your hands off the wheel for 10 seconds, and you put it back on it. And then you'll take it off for 20 seconds, and they get to a point to where you're like, you know what, I'm good.
There's the government. Working on Joique. Never thought I'd see it. You know, my Kia has this really weird feature.
It's funny. Did he raise his hand?
Yeah, I did, actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Who called on you?
You don't have eyes in the back of your head.
Who called on you? Who called on you?
Oh, I thought I was a part of the show.
No.
Guess I'm wrong.
No.
Hey, Mikey, seats open.
No.
This is what you want.
I will. Don't you dare.
This is what you want.
Don't you dare. Don't put that evil on me.
This is what you want. Oh, look, I've got Joique on my cup. I see what's... You don't have me on your cup.
I will walk out of this studio if that guy's ever in here.
And I'll follow right behind you.
All right, you shut your mouth. Art, do you want a Tesla one day?
Do I?
Yeah.
You're going to make fun of me. Here's my
no,
goal
I'm
in the
not.
next 5 years.
Yes or no?
I want to pay off my debt and get a Tesla in the next 5 years. That's my goal.
Okay.
For you.
So...
Way behind.
No. I'm saying because you can get a loan for a Tesla. You don't have to pay all...
I know, but I owe 20 grand on a Kia. And I can't keep up with that.
See, that's stupid. Because why would you pay 20 grand for a Kia?
Because my Ford died on... I'm not going to explain it to you
who buy
because
a
I'm
Kia?
not Joique bound. Is that better?
Who would buy a Kia? Anyway, what grown man would buy a Kia? But anyway...
oh, boy. Oh, boy.
How dare you?
Hey.
Great gas mileage. Who cares about the crack in the windshield?
Hey.
It's character.
Hey, I guess... Hey, I guess...
Take us to break, Sean. I'm disgusted.
No,
do you know what Jenna said? Trust your computer until Russia comes in and hacks your Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling one day Putin's just going to go, I show crazy Americans, presses a button, and all of a sudden Teslas start attacking each other.
You know what, though? I'm not going to say that's not... I'm not going to say that's not possible, but it's not like... It doesn't work like that. Like, they can take control of your car and play like a video game. I don't say it'll work like that, but, you know, it could. That's my biggest fear is my car just hitting 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds and turning left and going into a tree. And I can't take control.
That's what let me be in control of my own destiny. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you
If
know
I
what though?
screw
So
up, I
what's the
own
difference
it.
between that and taking a taxi?
I don't take taxis.
Or taking an Uber or a Lyft. But I tell you right now, if you guys want to go get a Tesla, they do their own financing. You know who else does financing?
Ooh.
Hard Financial.
Ooh. Get him, Joique.
When is the last time you checked your interest rate? If it's over 3%, then you need to give a call to Hard Financial. Hey, it's just a 5-minute free interest rate checkup. Check on it. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you. Hard Financial is fast and they do all of the heavy lifting. Go to davidhallmortgage.com right now and get started. Because you know who didn't get started? Art didn't get started. So he still owes a big loan for a kid that no man should be driving.
Thank you. You're right. You're not wrong.
But hey, Hard Financial. Lower payments, better options in the Kia, and more personal attention. Stay tuned.
Morning, Art. Morning, D-Mac.
Epic said, you get your house, bro? Epic said, did you get your house, bro?
Did I get my house?
Yeah, on YouTube. He said, did you get your house, bro?
No, they're having a separate conversation. I live in a trailer.
Okay, I thought he was talking to you.
No, I think Joey's in the process on YouTube of getting a house. So.
Oh, Joey's getting a house?
No,
oh,
not
congrats.
the Joey that works here. The Joey that's in the comments. Joey 2 times. You gotta keep
Joey,
up. You don't even
congrats.
know your fans.
No, I'm paying attention to the show.
I bet you if they rode a Tesla, you would. The Tesla.
It's your job to put the comments on the screen. You're not doing your job.
Does D-Bag have a Tesla? He seems like a.
I don't know. I don't know. I
either.
don't know D-Bag, but I for sure know Art is a D-Bag.
Somebody just said that they can't stand me in the chat, and I put it up
It's
there.
D-Bag. He doesn't like anybody.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Be better, not bitter.
He probably seems like a fine fellow.
He's a
Joy to
fine.
be around.
Everybody who listens to the show is a fine fellow.
Yeah.
Still giving us
Fine young
views.
lady. What was that, Fish?
Still giving us views.
Views from the
That's
6.
why I said thanks for watching.
Views from the 6.
Every day, D-Bag. Every day.
It was
Views from the
Ryan who
6.
got the house. I'm sorry. Now I'm getting YouTube hate. Shout out to everybody
All
on
right,
YouTube.
Ryan, congratulations on your house.
He's a big
Appreciate
supporter of the show.
Good, good stuff. And Art, you're yelling at me. Hey, you got 574 Lady Jane reads.
Yeah.
When do you want me to do them?
No, I was joking. I was saying,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
because
he
you
always
hold up the
jokes.
show.
And stop talking to us with your hands. It seems a little aggressive, and I don't like it.
Oh, just seeing if thunder and lightning are working, and they're working fine. I'll talk with my hands if I want to.
You mean sling and shot?
Yeah, it hits you right in the eye, takes your eye out. Slingshot.
Did you ever hear the story of David and
Good
Goliath?
one, Art.
Did you
Good
ever,
one.
Did you ever hear the story of David and Goliath? It'd be kind of a modern day David and Goliath.
No,
It
it wouldn't. No,
Art versus Joique?
I wouldn't lose that. No,
Joique, say it again. Say good one again.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Good one, Art. Good one, Art. I mean, oh my God.
Girl power. Are you happy to hear
What?
this, Kennedy? Kelly Kleine, Denver Broncos, hired as executive director of football operations.
Yes,
Is
I love this
now
story.
The highest paid woman position in NFL history.
That's awesome.
That's great. I love to see the diversity.
Good for her.
Yeah, I love it.
Scouting, started with a scouting background and moving up and everything. And I okay, why would somebody have an issue with that? Like, I'm not being PC.
You know,
I'm not trying to be funny. Why would?
Because this is what they're
Why would
going to say.
somebody have an issue with
this is what they would say. They're scouting players in a sport they never played. That was issue with other scouts on other teams where they have to evaluate players in the game that they never played before, versus guys who's been in the game that's in the same field who can have a different perspective. And those guys, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that you can't do the job or you're not as capable as a person who's played. But
couldn't agree with you more.
That's kind of what it is.
Well,
I'm happy for her. I think it's a big move and a huge step for the NFL, and it's really showing that they're trying to make some strides to bring more people in and have more inclusion.
And for me, I'm all about qualified. I can't stand window dressing. I hate window dressing, and I got to be honest with you, Joique.
What's window dressing for our fans?
I'm going to give you an example right now.
Yeah, perfect.
Do you know what drove me nuts going back 10, 12 years ago before you got in?
Do I know what really grinds your gears?
You want to hear what really grind my gear? The Rooney Rule. Great rule. Nobody's going to argue with the Rooney Rule. But what people would do was what I refer to as window dressing. They would have, it was almost like Denny Green had a business card that said, if you need to bring in a black coach and interview him to go through the whole thing, I'm on hire. Just fly me in for this fee. We will satisfy the Rooney Rule. And it was funny because a lot of other people, I think it took a couple of years for people to figure it out. I was talking about it on the radio. That wasn't the spirit of the Rooney Rule. You were bringing a guy in that you knew damn well you weren't going to hire, okay? But you know what you were doing?
You know what we call that?
So I call it window dressing.
You know what we call that?
What's that?
What Dan Campbell isn't doing. We call it campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Where you bring in players that you know is not going to make the team, but they'll give your players some rest because you know it's going to make the team.
Yep.
It's called a campfire.
Well, I interviewed Kennedy Broadwell for this job, and I interviewed the late Dennis Green, and see, we get it. It just so happens that Fish was more qualified. Well, you know damn well you weren't going to hire that guy.
Funny? You see how many more minorities they bring in when there's incentives.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
get
amazing
another draft
how that
pick.
works out, isn't it?
You get another draft pick. You get some extra.
It's amazing how that works out.
But that's how it works. Hold on, Art. But I'm happy to see the strides we're making because what we're seeing now and the changes that's been made now and how the NFL is kind of coming to the forefront of bringing inclusion, diversity and inclusion into this great league is well overdue, much needed. And Art, you have something you wanted to bring up? All right, man. Quit raising your hand, and then when I get to my point, you don't have a question.
No, you already went over the point that I was trying to make. So go ahead.
And I'm a firm believer, and you know what? If this person is qualified, and you think that this is the person that is best able to do the job, hire him. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not joking when I say this, and this isn't. I hope that people don't take this as sexist or anything. I did a women's hockey tournament 5 years ago, right? And there was this lady, and she was a color commentator for the Canadian broadcast. And she happened to play for one of the Canadian Olympic teams. I forget which one. I talked to this woman. She gave me an education, period. And I'm not being PC. It's like, what? She can't know the game as much or better than you? It's such a silly... And I'm not being PC when I say that because it was like I was talking to her and I was like, holy crap. She brought up little subtle things and, things to look out for and things like that my whole life being a broadcaster, being around people that have taught me so much, it was like she was on point. And I was like, holy crap, I got to watch your broadcast when I get home. I was doing my own broadcast at the time.
Yeah.
But, and to me, it's like Kennedy is passionate about sports, right?
Yeah.
Kennedy, if you wanted to be a scout, who's to say that you couldn't go be a scout?
Well, first of all, I would love that. But you'd be so surprised when I would go out and people would be like, oh, what are you studying? And I would say sports media, and they'd look at me and they'd go, oh, well then who was the second string 1976? Like, things no one would know.
It's useless information.
Yes. And they'd be like, oh, well then you just want to look pretty on camera.
Oh.
And I would be like, no. And they'd say, what's your favorite sport? And I'd be like, oh, hockey. And they'd be like, oh, well, like, what do you know about hockey? And actually, my brother played since we started on skates when we were 2. Like, I played, my brother played, my dad played.
So what's your favorite team?
Of any sport or hockey?
No, any team. And then give me hockey.
Well, the Lions and the Red Wings.
Okay, so you grew up a Red Wings fan.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite year of the Red Wings?
Well, I was friends with Emmy McCartney, Darren's daughter. Right. So I grew up going to all of his games. So until he left and went to the Flames, I was rooting for Darren.
Okay. I can't fault you for that.
You know what's funny about that, Kennedy? It's like we did that thing a couple weeks ago. Like, I'm nerdy. You can, the say a year and I can tell you who won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I know football.
Right.
That doesn't mean that I know hockey. That doesn't mean, because I can memorize that stuff, does that mean I could sit here and have a philosophical conversation about which gap with Joique? No, but that alone isn't going to do that. So I've always kind of laughed at that. Oh, man, you really know your stuff. No, that has nothing to do with having a conversation with Joique. Joique, why did you go with that read instead of that read? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I hear people ask questions like that, it's like it's a nice little trick I have in my brain, but that doesn't mean that I could have an in-depth conversation or tell you what scouts look for or anything.
Right.
Because here, this lady, I'm guessing this lady can't tell me who won Super Bowl 20. I'm just guessing. A nerd like me could go, it was the Chicago Bears 46-10 over the New England Patriots. But she can sure scout. She's been part of scouting departments. She's now an executive for a National Football League team. Are you going to tell her she doesn't know football? So it's kind of funny how people do dumb things like that.
There's people that will tell her that she doesn't before they even see what she does. They'll tell her that she can't.
Gosh,
she can't, and she won't be as good.
Why not?
I guarantee you, go to the posts that
because she's a girl.
Yes, there will be sexist comments.
Those are trolls.
Go on ESPNW on their Instagram. Click on a WNBA post that they put up. Half the comments, no one cares. Like, go fuck yourself. Things like that. On every single WNBA player's post. It happens constantly and it drives me nuts. And it's just men, oh, well, I would crush you on one-on-one. No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. No offense, if you're built like Art, a WNBA player is going to rip you to shreds. It's facts.
You're out. I don't see Art losing to a girl in basketball.
Art. Would you lose to a WNBA player?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I have no shame in admitting
I would love
that.
to play against I would love to play one-on-one against a WNBA player.
And you're speaking of women, like Clarissa Shields could jab me in the stomach and I'd be out for weeks.
Clarissa
it's competitive.
Clarissa
though.
will like backhand you your fault.
Yeah. But like saying that women, aren't capable of reporting or scouting like men.
No, Clarissa's scary, man. She's scary.
It's the attitude too, man. She's got that Flint attitude.
Are you somebody that has the qualifications for this job?
Simple.
If really, it's not that difficult.
What qualifies you?
Well, I think you have to have
track record.
I think you have to have extensive
track record. You have to have a track record.
You have to have extensive, background in it. You're not just going to say to somebody, all right, well, she's a female, and let's make waves. Let's give her the job. I hope people aren't doing that.
I think
because that was my issue with the Rooney Rule.
You know what though?
I
think it plays a part, but I don't think you're going to sacrifice the integrity of the position just to be on the forefront of trying to do something different. I think she is. I think she has a track record that is proven, and that's why she got the job.
Yeah.
It just kind of go hands in hand.
Good for you. Best of luck. I love what Scott said here. You know what I do when I don't care about something? I don't spend any time thinking about it, and I certainly don't waste time posting anything about it. Scott, you've always been a smart guy. No doubt about that.
Yeah. Shout out to Joey on the new home. Congrats. It's big. It's major.
Can we skip forward, by the way? I thought this was an interesting topic.
It was. It was very interesting.
There are a lot of young players in this town, and there are some teams that we think are going in the right direction. There's some teams that aren't really going in the right direction, and then there are teams that aren't going in any direction in this town. It's a weird time for Detroit sports fans, and has been for a few years. But is there a rookie or somebody who's close to coming into the league and being a member of a team here? Is there a rookie jersey that you would buy? Is there somebody in particular that you're excited about? And because I have a long-held theory on jerseys that I'll explain when I come back. But if you had a chance to get a rookie jersey, is there one in particular that you would get? In the meantime, is there a trip that you would like to make in your RV? Sun RV Resorts has over 160 RV and camping resorts in the U.S. and Canada. Guests can enjoy water parks, lazy rivers, mini golf, restaurants, bars, and even Wi-Fi if they want to stay connected. With locations from the Florida Keys to Myrtle Beach to San Diego Bay to Petoskey. Boy, they pick all the beautiful places. Guests can enjoy the outdoors at a Sun RV Resort. He is Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian.
Sean, does those RVs have air conditioning? Probably
I bet
so.
they do.
You bet they do?
I bet they do.
Huh.
This room doesn't.
Do we have air?
Yeah, my next contract negotiation, this is going to be a
ridiculous.
big part of that conversation. Let's
Can't
leave
turn
it
on
at
the
that.
air during the show, Joique.
He's Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian. Poor fish. If you're hungry, we got a fish in there that's frying.
Yeah.
Yes,
Woodward
we do.
Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
I can't control the AC.
Man, somebody needs to control it.
What do
This
you
is
want
ridiculous.
me to do about it,
Well,
Joique?
open up the door. Open up the doors or
No,
something.
because there's a baby crying.
Oh, my bad.
One of
We
my
never did a
kids.
show at a bar before, huh? With people screaming in the background with beers.
What do you want me to do about it?
Open up the door.
I cannot. I'm sorry. There's outside noise, and we can't have Maroon
Who's
5
outside
on the
is-
stream.
Hey, you block out the outside noise.
With your mind!
Well, block it out on the show.
Just with your mind. Maybe if you do a couple of these, the crowd will go down. I don't.
You know what you should do? You should text Chad.
No.
If Chad listens to anybody, he listens to you, right?
No.
No?
Exactly. Chad's gonna be like,
We have a.
delete.
he's gonna pull a Baligian. Just delete
That's
the
funny.
damn
You
thing.
said call. He went to text messages. It's funny.
Oh my gosh, that's what you got out of that joke?
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's
It
hot
was
for
a
you.
horrible joke.
Let me get you a portable fan.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, I would rather be extra cold than extra hot.
Talk to Stick and Joey about that.
Listen.
I would be
It's not me.
extra. I would rather be extra cold than extra
Sorry.
hot.
You know what?
Because-
No, he brought it up. I'm sorry. There's a right answer to this question. There is.
I get that. You should be crying, Sean.
There is a right answer to this question. What
Yeah.
you just said. If it's cold, you know what I can do?
Put more clothes
I can
on.
put more clothes on.
If
If
it's
you're hot,
hot-
there's not a damn thing you can
I
do.
know, but Sean,
There's not a damn
you've
thing
got
you
the
can do.
window seat.
It's awful.
It's 10 times worse than what Joique and I are dealing with.
It's
and he's
awful.
handling it like a Detroit Lion champ.
No, it's awful. It's,
Bro, I'm done
like
playing. I don't
am
have
so
to play
like I'm not. I
You
used
still
to.
got that championship mentality.
No, I don't need to have that
Thank
anymore.
God I put on some deodorant today. I'll leave it at that.
No.
Oh my gosh. It is-
We all use deodorant.
No, like all jokes aside.
All jokes aside, we need some air in here.
We got to do something about this.
Yeah. I'm not about to go through a whole summer when
Yeah,
it's
this
86
is just-
outside.
I
It's about to be
understand.
86.
You're looking at me like as if I'm the money man.
It don't matter. You need to bring it up. If you really care about us on this show,
Everybody is-
you need to bring it up.
Bring it up.
Well, you bring it up then.
Stick and Joey know about it. They're working on getting it fixed.
Exactly.
Do you know here?
Now,
Okay.
Are y'all letting us know that?
Yes,
No.
we have told you
Right
for
now,
5
you're not.
months.
For the
You
past
haven't told me
week or
anything.
two.
We have told you for
told
2
me 5
months.
times. No, you haven't said
We've
anything.
told you 2 months. We're trying to get it fixed. It's not easy. You
2
tried
months
doing
trying
it.
to get it fixed.
Yes,
Zach,
you
two
want to
months.
get it fixed.
2 months trying to get it
Yes,
fixed.
you want to try to get it fixed.
Exactly.
You want to try to call the
Exactly.
people
Listen
and get
to
it
me.
fixed. I want to
is
see you do it.
75
I want to
degrees
see you
right
try
now.
to get it.
I don't
call
even
someone,
want
get
to
it
think
fixed.
what it's going to be like when it's 88.
It'll be fixed by then. Let's keep
in
the
2
two
days.
days show going.
And then when
More
you
fun.
said it's 75 outside, but it's
my
like
God.
80 something in here.
Okay,
and
no,
it's
I want
cooking.
you to
And
think
it's
about
muggy. I
this.
smell art breath over here.
Okay, no, listen.
I wanna see you try to get it fixed.
79
Joique.
tomorrow,
Kennedy.
88 Thursday, 90 on
Okay,
Friday.
listen. Time out. Joique, when you were with the Lions, were there some hot days?
Outside!
We're inside.
We had air conditioning inside the building!
At least you're not getting sunburned.
I never got sunburned when I played it. I never got sunburned.
Well, you're not going to get sunburned in here. It's just a little muggy, okay?
I'm being baked in here. I am. I'm literally,
Bro,
I'm being
telling
baked
you.
in here.
So
it's,
don't
it's
compare
miserable.
this to being outside. You're outside. You have on clothes.
Okay.
You have on equipment to sweat in.
Just
I don't wanna
because
turn
our-
home and-
seriously,
I don't
just
want to
be-
leave the gym, go take a shower, and come here and sweat harder here than I did at
Just
the gym.
because we're not bitching about it doesn't mean. I mean, it's awful
I get
in
it.
here.
I get it.
It
But
is.
let me ask you a simple question. You want to be good on this show today, or you want to be great? Let's keep it rolling.
I know I want to be cool on the show today.
Well, too bad. We're turning it hot, hot, hot.
No,
Let's go. Come on,
I'm too
more
cool to
content.
sweat.
Fish, could you go get a hose and just spray me down? Like you should
Wait, what?
just bring one of the hoses in there.
We're talking about his
So
only.
You know how they
embarrassing.
wash hairs? Can you just spray me down like a dirty, filthy animal? That's what I want.
I don't think that has water
Look.
in it. It just has air in it.
I just anything that's cold.
This just got weird.
You could
And I
freezing
can't-
cold dip juice. Spray
You're
it
gonna-
on me.
you're
I don't
Kennedy,
care.
man,
You're gonna
send
have
out
to
a
go
text
down
and
there
chat
and
right
grab
now
that.
in personal statement. We got to fix this air.
Yeah, put us on a group chat. I dare you.
Certainly not going to be the one texting Chad.
We don't have the poll like you guys do.
Yeah. Who do you guys think I
All
am?
right, hold on. You know where's that damn?
No, this is
Somebody
showing
send
down.
out a
I
damn.
dare
I'm
you.
gonna do it right now.
No.
You
Put it in
guys,
group chat.
no, you guys always, you don't even
You won't do
participate.
it.
All right, send
We
one because I
are-
don't even know how to bring it up. How do I bring up
You
the
guys
damn?
don't believe us. We are getting it fixed. It is not easy.
When?
You know what's funny?
When?
You know what?
We've
though?
heard that for 2 months.
Yes,
months.
we have heard that for 2 months. It's
2
not
months.
easy getting
And you know
it
what?
fixed.
I'm about to have a
You gotta
rebellion, a
call
coup
people.
d'etat.
They have to come
Oh,
over
coup
here.
d'etat.
There's
We all
not
walking
many
out together.
jobs
Send
open
a
right
message
Hey,
now.
all you guys
now.
who believes in the bell, we all
There's
walking
not
out of
many
here.
jobs
All you
open
guys
right
with us?
now.
Are we one?
We're all walking out together. Kenny, are you with us? Yes or no?
We're out.
I would have to be.
All right, come on, we out. Come on, right now. Get up.
No, how do you?
I need the job really bad.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry,
No,
Chad.
no, send a text.
This guy are.
Send a text because
I'm
I don't
sorry,
know
Chad.
how to bring up like the text
sorry.
chain or something. Okay.
Chad, I'm sorry.
Oh, Papa Sean.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. You know what I do? I respond to you kids.
Bullshit.
Send a text and I'll do it right now.
Give me your phone.
Okay.
Oh, God. We're really
No.
Yeah. Yo, Sean, give it to him. Give it to him, Sean.
Bring up the damn. Here, look at.
You guys need patience.
Look, you can't. Yes, we can do. We can do what we want to do on this show. All right.
We can do what we want to do on
Yeah.
this
So
show.
what's the trouble? Oh, you can't. We can't. What? What can't we do?
Everyone's saying, ask Northwestern
and
Tech
art.
to send a student. I swear. Why are we not doing this?
Well, you know what though? We are about to call Northwestern Tech.
Yeah, we'll give them a ring right now.
Y'all
He's
gotta
gonna
have
do it.
patience.
You ready?
Send that text.
We want air.
In all caps.
In all caps.
No, I'm proud of
Oh,
you. Sean.
man.
Yeah,
What are we
I'm
doing?
proud of you.
What are we doing?
I'm proud of you.
What are we doing? We're dying in here.
Fucking sweaty.
Holy, what are we doing?
Aye.
I should have put Stick and Joey on
You
there
know,
too. This
you know,
is miserable.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you. This is what it is.
Of course I did.
Sean
Check
is
your
too
email.
old. Sean is too old to be in here under these conditions.
Right.
But shout out to Sean. He really did send it.
You're damn right I did.
Hey, but just to be in all fairness, Art did type it
Oh,
on.
you son of a gun. Wow.
I take no, listen to me. I'm looking in the camera.
No.
I
You
take
50%
100% responsibility
for sending a text.
For that
and
text.
Art gives 100%. He takes 100% of the blame for typing
No.
it up.
I need this job. You
you
guys
get-
don't need this job. I need this job.
Huh?
This is a getaway for you guys. I need this. This
All right,
is
somebody.
Somebody
No,
get
look.
Sean a
See, this is
fan.
one. There's the Woodward Sports. Look at. I read. Somebody get Sean a fan. We want air now.
Now.
Joy, tell him when.
I'm elderly.
Now.
I'm elderly, and
now,
I'm
right
being
now.
baked.
Not later. Do the close up. We won't air now.
You guys don't understand. It takes time.
It takes 2 months.
Two months?
It takes 2 months. That's
Yes,
what-
yeah.
Two
You have
months?
to call someone. Then they
You
have
know
a
what?
schedule.
I'll call somebody
You
right-
have to
I will
call-
have
hold,
somebody
hold,
in here in
hold.
an hour.
You have to call someone. They probably have a schedule
Yo,
going
probably.
on.
Now
Then they
you throw
have
out-
to come
now you
out.
throw out
They
hypotheticals.
have to figure out
Now-
how to do it.
Have you
they
been?
have to go up
listen,
into the
I'm
ceiling.
telling you
They
right
have
here, right
to-
now, Fish.
I
Have
will
you
mute
been
your
a
mic
part?
for me
Have
to
you been a
talk.
part of them trying to get someone here, step by step, calling, staying in contact, doing a follow up? Are you a part of those emails?
I have witnessed those.
No. Are you a part of them on a daily? Have you seen them consistently?
I'm not a part of them daily.
All right,
I know
then,
what
so
it
you
takes.
don't know what they're doing.
Yes, I do
Listen,
know what
I
they're
wanna
doing.
know- hey,
Sick
Fish,
and Joey are
Fish,
trying
No,
about it.
you know what I want to know? I
Who
want to
said
know
you
about
are?
the. You know what I want to know about? I want to know about something that's cool in here. I want to know about the Winter Olympics because it's cool in here.
Yeah, let's talk about that next on the Baligian Bell Show on Woodward Sports.
No, we're doing it right now.
All right, let's talk about that right now.
I'm going to tell you what we're talking about. We're talking
Good
about this studio.
Oh.
This is not going to. Every
what's
day
the
I'm going to
over-
complain about it until it's fixed.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Sean, you tell me what is the over/under for us having this air fixed within the next week?
You know what? Hey,
0%.
listen, you know what works for the teachers? You know how the teachers, sometimes the teachers, they get
Strike!
screwed over? You're dead. Let's have a call-in tomorrow.
Oh, I can't.
I'm
Zoom
so
call.
sorry.
Guys,
I can't be
time
in
out,
tomorrow.
Time out. No, time out.
I must have
Time
COVID
out.
again.
No. I need this check. I'll vouch for you guys right here, unlike Fish, but I gotta be here tomorrow. I'm sorry. I need this check, guys. I'm sorry.
I need this check.
Give me some of that crypto money. It might change my mind, but I need this job.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, what's the over/under for them having the air fixed in the next week, Sean?
You also got to understand people may not want the job. There's something
listen, we're
called
doing my
people
bookie
not
right now.
wanting
We're
the
not
job.
listening to Fish.
Okay, Sean
We're
is.
talking to Sean.
There was a
Hey,
break
bring it
in
up,
the
bring it
action.
up real quick. Bring up the my bookie rate.
No.
So-
See,
Can I get out of this
before
booth?
we get to my
What are
bookie,
we
you know what?
doing?
Somebody said, come
Kennedy, you wanna
October,
come
you'll
in
be
here?
asking for a heat. There's no pleasing you people. Do you remember what we did in October?
Yeah.
We had our coats on.
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah.
had our hats on.
Yeah,
As a matter of
that's-
fact, do you remember what people said?
That is true.
Maybe you guys should invest in some heat or something. But you know, I can do something about that.
Yeah.
I can wear my Woodward sports cap. By the way, have you checked out the Woodward Sports Show? Content and we have lots of stuff you can buy. Maybe one of those Woodward Sports caps.
Yeah.
Go to woodwardsports.com and go shopping.
Yeah, go
Buy
shopping.
something for your loved one. If Father's Day's coming up. No, but you know what we did? There were days that I had my coat on in here. There were
Yes.
days that I had my wool. There's nothing you can do when it's 100 degrees in here.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can do. We cannot get comfortable.
You can start an OnlyFans early and start, ungowning if you.
Oh.
you know.
I saw
I know
somebody-
what OnlyFans is. You can't. I know
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah. What's your account name on there?
I don't have one, but
Can we make
I've
it?
seen OnlyFans. I am familiar with that.
I tell you what, if all of us in this room just don't show up tomorrow, Fish has got it. Fish seemed like he wasn't a part of this whole group. It seemed. I don't know.
he's not.
Fish,
No, I'm
seriously.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not part of this group.
No, you're not.
I
You know what,
know
though?
what
You know
it
what, though?
takes.
When you're 110 pounds, you can't get overheated.
That is true.
What,
Andy's
Fish,
wearing, like,
aren't
the-
you hot in there? All
Yeah.
jokes aside, aren't you hot in there?
Yeah, I'm hot, but I'm a man. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna go crazy like you guys.
That,
I'm gonna,
You just gave the most Chad answer ever.
I may be
I'm a
thinking.
man.
I
I'm a
may,
man.
Thanks for not having our back.
This is a man's
listen,
world.
Wow.
listen. I
Ooh,
may
yeah.
be thinking that in my head.
This is a man's world.
I may be thinking that in my
pretty good,
head. but I'm not going to say it out loud on the air
No,
on the
you're
show.
a traitor. You like
You're a
Morning
traitor.
Wood and the Hook better. We got
Yeah,
it.
you want good content, but you want to sit there and I'm good.
Fish, I'm very
I
fond
give
of
you
using.
good content. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. Good luck on the audio.
That's fine. Just leave
Fish,
it on.
I'm
Just
very
leave it on
fond
the
of
lead.
using the term window into the
You don't
soul.
want to see that.
And this is a window into the soul moment. And I'm sad because I thought you would have my back.
No, he doesn't have
I
anybody
thought you,
back
and
but
that's
his own.
you know what?
He doesn't think about anyone but himself.
That's a total lie.
That
but
is a total lie because
No,
he does
no.
help
Art,
you a
shut
lot.
your mouth and you raise your
I'm
hand.
thinking about everyone. I think about the heating and cooling people who have to go through this and do their job. I'm thinking about them. It's not easy doing their job.
Well, if they were called 2 months ago,
They
they're
have to
awful
go
at their
up.
job.
They
They're awful
have
at their
to
job.
go
They're
up.
awful at their job.
They
We call
have
them 2
to-
All
months
right,
ago.
let's take a break.
They
and
You
have
must
to
have
reset.
called
the
Northwestern
ceiling.
Tech.
Oh, Chad
No,
just
dude,
texted
you
back.
want Chad? Chad, that's why
Wow.
I respect you.
What a great
That's
guy.
why I love you.
What a great guy.
Because you know what Chad said?
What do you say?
Here's his response.
What's up? I'll figure it out ASAP. That's why, Chad, that's
love
why
Chad.
I love you.
What-
When
Yeah.
Chad speaks, I listen. When Chad gives me marching orders, I have one fight left, Chad.
One
I'll give
fight.
it to you.
You
What do
got
you
it.
want me to do? Who do you need me to go get?
You know what, though?
I got
That's right.
old man rage left.
We're going to change the show from Baligian the Bill to Roast.
Well, no, you know what? Now Fish is going to change his tune. Oh, if Chad agrees, then yes, it's very hot and we better get it fixed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my time. It still takes time
Yeah,
to
you know,
do
you
this.
know what, though?
You showed your
that's
true
no
colors.
Art, that is no longer for you.
Oh, really?
No, that is for Fish.
Fish, you showed your true
who am I?
colors.
Who am I kissing? Can I get an explanation of who I'm kissing?
Oh, hang on. He's not done yet.
Are those goldfish lips?
No, Fish lips.
Okay.
It's you.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Fish, you showed your true colors, though. I'm kind
Yeah,
of
you
upset.
saw your true colors.
Mike
We
said-
Stick
we see where your
explain-
we see where your
That is a
allegiance
window
is.
into the
Explain
soul. It
what
really
they have
is.
to do.
We see.
He
we
explained
see
they
where
have
your
to go
allegiance-
up there and they
yeah,
have to get the
allegiance.
drop ceiling.
Yeah,
It's going to
okay.
take time.
Listen, if we strike,
It's
we
gonna take
just
too
know not
much.
to
It'll take
invite
too
you.
much to do that.
Fish, would you agree? Now, I'm serious. Let's talk about this logically. We had a very warm day in here in March, and it was miserable, and we all commented on it. And we were told back in March it was going to be fixed.
Correct.
It is now what, May 18th?
It is May 18th, yes,
Would
sir.
you agree that over 2 months is probably there's a failure to communicate somewhere in the chain? And I feel sorry for the heating and cooling people
No,
because
hang on.
that's not their fault. Does that make sense?
Hang on. There was people in here. There was someone with a ladder a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. He was in here. So I will give them that. And I think that they're on it. But someone had posted on social media that there's a shortage of like HVAC techs right now. So
No, I have a guy. We need a guy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I'll find a guy.
I told you. I'm a guy that knows a guy. So.
Maybe we could call him during break.
No,
Also-
listen to me.
No, we can call him during break.
No,
After this is my
tell,
book.
tell your boy I'll make it worth his time. I will
What is
will
that?
buy
OnlyFans?
I will buy for people here.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like the company will
Hey,
charge him, but I will pay the fee to get him out here
So,
right away.
Dan,
And
your
if you
question,
think that
John.
crap happened,
Art,
you're out
real
your mind.
quick. Art, real quick. Like, what was the conversation you and Trish had when you found out she had an OnlyFans?
Trish doesn't have an OnlyFans.
Oh, you have? My bad. I don't think I tell. Never mind.
She
All right,
wears
take us
a
break.
robe inside the house like 24/7. Like, I don't see her like doing an OnlyFans. Maybe
Baseball,
That's-
basketball, hockey seasons
that
are
count.
long, and with
Does
up
that
to
count?
400 potential matches a month, you can make each and every one matter by having skin in the game at mybookie.ag. Now, whether you're placing a wager on your favorite team player or just looking for kicks, MyBookie gives you the best odds and tons of options to make all your favorite sports a heck of a lot more exciting. Stanley Cup playoffs are going on. You want to bet over-unders on periods, different players. Take advantage of all the odds available to you, or hit up the MyBookie Casino for the full-fledged experience where weekly blackjack tournaments give you and your friends a crack at prize pools of up to $50,000. Go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Let them know we sent you, and make sure to use that promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Let's cool it down here and let's talk about the 2022 Winter Olympics boycott. Let's cool it down a little bit. Take your time.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Don't tell me you haven't done it. You've done it too.
Done what?
You know what I'm talking. I'm going to bring it up, and people are going to get mad at me, but I've done it. Okay, yeah. I've done it. I openly admit it. Last year, I was just telling Kennedy part of this story. We have 2 furnaces in my house, and I turned on the air yesterday because I'm not joking. My upstairs where I sleep, it was 79 degrees. It was miserable. And, 79 would feel wonderful compared to being in this room right now.
Yeah.
But it was 79 degrees, so about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I said, I'm turning on the air now. I'm making sure this is, nice and comfortable. So I promptly turned the air down to about 66. So it was good sleeping. Last summer, in the middle of the summer, remember last summer we had one, hot week. It was weird. That's what I remember there was one hot week. It wasn't really hot other than that, but there was one week where it was really hot.
Right.
Our furnace pooped out. And we have 4 people living in it. My son was home. Our furnace pooped out. I called the guy and he goes, we are being bombarded. It's the hottest week. We are being bombarded. And I said to him point blank, look at that picture. I said to him point blank, dude, listen, if you can fit me in today, I'll make it worth your time. And he paused for a second. He goes, I can't guarantee anything, but maybe I could be there around 6 o'clock. But depending on what's wrong with your thing, I might not be able to get it fixed today. And I go, okay, what would it take for you to get it fixed today? And I threw a number out there. And it was enough to get my air conditioning fixed that day. So I paid him for his service. I gave him a little extra because I skipped in front of others.
What's a little extra?
Yeah, we want to know.
It was a significant amount. It was a significant amount.
Come on, man.
$200.
Okay, that's some good.
I said, you make sure you get it done today. I'll give you an extra $200.
There's not much I won't do
just
for $200.
$200.
I know.
Have you checked out Art's OnlyFans page?
You remember that one time he did that one thing for $200?
Joique, all jokes aside.
Do you remember? Ridiculous.
Joique, all jokes. Come on, you've done that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I was like, dude, if you can come here and get it fixed, you did, and it was something. It was something very simple.
So I have a guy who I deal with that I deal with for all my heating and cooling, right? And the thing is, I don't pay him nothing crazy, but I always give him work, and so that's how I kind of keep him on my team because I keep him busy, so he know he's always gonna have this income. Now I don't underpay him, but I'm not gonna pay $200 extra. I'm not doing that. But
he had a lot of places to go, and
but that was an emergency, and so for
it was an emergency.
And so for me, I kind of
listen when it's 95. Okay, I'm not gonna sleep like when in my youth we didn't know what air conditioners were. Okay, now that I know what air conditioners are, I'm not going without an air conditioner.
Why are you getting that shining look in your eyes?
Why the hell would I do that? Because if I have a chance to sleep in the air, Wendy, I'm gonna sleep in the air.
That's pretty good.
You're damn right I am.
That's pretty good. That's
pretty good. We know it's hot in here, but it's not hot in Beijing, China. Let's talk about the Olympics coming up in February in China.
Joique, comment?
We got Tokyo this summer, by the way.
So, real quick. So, it's a group that is going to boycott the Olympics because they feel that they are abusing.
Not the NBA.
Not the NBA.
Sorry, there's a joke there, but go
ahead. I think
ahead.
it's a human rights abuse, and it's called for
China
a
isn't the
boycott
great
for the
people
Olympics.
that we think they are?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, do you agree with that? Do you guys agree with that? Because I want people to understand this. It's definitely a privilege to be able to go and represent your country at the Olympics. It truly
1,000%.
is. That is a privilege. But at the same time, it's a privilege, but understand there won't be any Olympics without the athletes. And so it goes hand in hand to where we have to respect the Olympics, and the Olympics also they have to respect us. And so we feel like we're not being respected, it's up to you to decipher what are you willing to sacrifice for what you believe in.
I think I've always felt this way. I remember I was a little kid and I was devastated when the Moscow Olympics were boycotted in 1980. I was devastated. And then the Russians said, oh, yeah, we'll show you. And the Soviet bloc boycotted the 84 Olympics in L.A. Joique, I think there are ways to get your message across without harming athletes who have worked their entire life to get to this point. I do. I think there are other ways that you can get your point across. I don't think it's
How can you get it out when they are eliminating you wearing a T-shirt? Any gestures to show, like, say, Black Power or...
Well, that's for these Summer Olympics. This is more for China and the atrocities that they commit, human rights violations, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
China is a bad country. And like the sooner that we all just say, hey, they're bad, they don't have good intentions, the better our life would be. Yeah. But again, in this effed up world, don't get me started, there are some people that don't want to say that, which is loony to me. That's something different. If I'm an athlete, I would think about staying home or something. If I felt strongly about something, I would think about staying home. With China, it's different. You're trying to send a message to China.
You can't stay home.
Yeah, you're trying to send a message to China. Well, why are you punishing the athletes? Does that make sense? I never. Why use the athletes? Why use Joique Bell, who has worked his whole life to get to this point? Okay, this is your window, and you know with a lot of these athletes. Now there are super athletes that go to Olympic after Olympic, but this is your window. This is it. 4 years from now, you're going to be 27 years old, and you're not going to be able to do what you did 4 years earlier. And you're telling that person everything that you've worked for your whole life, in particular, slaved for the last 4 years, having this date circled, you are going to not have that opportunity because of some political bullshit. I have a problem with that. I would have a problem with that. A personal decision is something different. If you feel strongly enough that I want to put my fist up. I want to be Tommy Carlo.
All right, so this group is trying to boycott the whole
the Winter Olympics in Beijing because of all the human rights violations in China. And of course, China tells you they don't do anything, and all that. So, and that's, in my opinion, just one man's opinion, you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree, I think they're two different things. If an athlete makes the choice, that's different.
It's different.
If you're making the choice for an athlete, I have a problem with that. I do. Arthur.
The problem that I have is why are we hosting the Olympics at a place, and I know it's like a world decision, obviously, but they literally have up to 1 million people held in like these extremism centers. So my question is why isn't the rest of the world boycotting China or Beijing? That's what I'm
convinced that's what it is.
Not saying that America.
You can't tell me otherwise.
Right. Not saying that America's like this peaceful, perfect nation, but we also, 1 million people and like basically a concentration camp.
What are we doing? Let me switch it for a second, okay? And I'm going to talk to Fish for a second because I know you're a fan like me. What are we doing having the World Cup of Soccer in November and December in Qatar?
That was a bribery scenario.
That's all it is.
So that was money.
And it really was. That got busted. That was money. It's money. That's Arthur, I couldn't agree with you more. Why on earth would you do any business with China? Hi, NBA. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
You all right? Why would you do any business with China?
Money.
Money. That's why. Money.
So do you see not only the Olympics happening, but all countries being involved? I don't see it happening. I think countries are going to pull out.
Like you?
Oh, that was a nasty line. That was good. That was good, Joique. Pat yourself on the back. That was good. That was good. Yep. That was great.
So, back when I was really interested in the Olympics, the Moscow Olympics were like a less than Olympics because a lot of the Western countries didn't send their athletes. And then the 84 Olympics were kind of a less than Olympics because the Eastern Bloc didn't send their best athletes. And I don't know what... Boy, I'll really show them this time. China, we mean business. We're not sending our athletes. Oh, no. Anything but that. Who is that punishing? It's punishing the athletes. I don't get that.
You know, and it's crazy that they want to do that to the athletes. You look, and the craziest thing is to me is what trolls would do to athletes. Like the player in Atlanta.
Is that terrible?
That's awful.
It's terrible.
For a player to work his whole life.
Gosh.
And so, just to give you guys a background, Montarius Bryant was defensive back, and he got a prank call from a person who was pretending to be Austin P. And told him that they wanted to bring him in for rookie minicamp. And he was so excited to the point that he got transportation to the facility just to arrive to the practice facility. And I think we have a quote, his quote as well, but he got to the facility and he said it was the most embarrassing moment of his life when he got there and they said, we didn't call you, and turn him around. Turn him away.
That's like you're a bad person to do something like that. Yeah, like really. Like honest to goodness.
So understand. So he went to Austin P. Played defensive back there. He got a call from the defensive coordinator, who he thought was the defensive coordinator, and Dean Pease, and
former coach at Kent.
Yeah,
I know Coach Pease.
Yeah. So he goes. He drives all the way or flies. I don't know which one he did, but gets all the way there just to be told, we never called you, and turn away.
That's just like.
And going back and tell your family, like, it was a prank.
Here's my question, though. Why wouldn't the organization, since he was there...
Hey, can you read that quote that he said?
Yeah. But why wouldn't the organization be like, you know what, you've spent enough time, like, come on in, do a free practice real quick, or take a run around the lap. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's been in my corner while I've been pursuing my lifelong dream of playing in the NFL. Apparently, the opportunity of attending rookie minicamp with the Atlanta Falcons was not a legit opportunity. Someone contacted me from a 404 area code number pretending to be a Dean Pease, the DC for the Atlanta Falcons. I did not realize it was a legit opportunity until I traveled to the facility for rookie minicamp check-in on Wednesday, May 12th. It's most definitely one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me, and a very humbling experience. Just want to apologize to everyone at the Atlanta Falcons organization for the mix-up. I honestly thought it was a legit opportunity on my end. God, that sucks.
Can I say this, though? Art, you asked the question, why can't the Falcons just let him in and everything? Yeah. You know, it's a business.
Yeah, but come on, man.
No, it's a business.
He drove all that time. Someone pranked him. And listen, there could be a hustle to where maybe he faked the prank. It doesn't, like, I don't think he did.
Nothing personal. It's just business.
They let Mark Wahlberg do it in a movie.
Dion commented and said they gave him a tryout. Thankfully, it's just at a later date.
Good.
So that's good.
Good.
And whoever did that is a piece of shit.
Come on, man.
Who has the time?
A lot of people have the time. A lot of people have the time.
Well, you're a freaking loser if you do that to someone.
Tell him, Kennedy.
I will.
Did somebody ever mess with you? Did you get messed with?
Yeah, the Patriots did. Called me. Yeah, the Patriots did.
Fish loves the Patriots now.
Is that you?
Fish is totally turned against us today. It makes that's what I take from this show. I'm so sad. Do you ever watch Braveheart? It's one of my favorite movies. Remember when he got betrayed and he just kind of sat in the middle of the field? That's the way I feel right now. Fish is like the Bruce. He betrayed me, and I'm just saying, what more do I have to live for? Fish isn't on my side anymore.
No.
Well, the air will be fixed in 2035, according to Fish.
Hey, listen.
Look, I use my brain. I don't just yell. I'm using common sense and my brain.
I'm going to tell you right now. But say this guy makes the team. All right? Say he makes the team. They're never going to let him live that down. That's hilarious.
That's not hilarious.
That's hilarious. Once he makes the team, it'll be hilarious.
Once he makes it, okay, yeah.
I don't think you heard the whole thing.
No, I didn't. I apologize.
All right, yeah. I need you to listen.
Yep,
Pay attention.
about that.
Stop talking.
Okay. Can we go to break? It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you, Joique. Can we go to break? We have to hit one more break.
You have to hit one more break?
One more break.
Well, when I'm done saying this.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Go ahead. Okay. So
stay tuned. Woodward Sports.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick? I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters. Ready for summer. Let's go.
Morning, Art.
Morning, D-Mac.
Well, you know what, Sean? It's just something about D-Mac smacking Art face into the glasses that makes me want to watch that over and over and over and over.
We're all laughing.
There's something about it.
Art, you know what? You as I was talking about Fish just broke my heart today. But you know what, Art? You went like this to me today. You did. We took another step in our evolution today. And I bet he did for you too, because Art was very vocal on our side about how miserable it is. And Art authored that wonderful text that we sent to Chad. Without Art, we never would have been able to get where we got to today.
Yeah, man, way to step up and write that text.
I don't believe that you're being sincere because I'm waiting for like a smart response.
No, I'm serious. I didn't
to
know how to send it to the dumb group text or whatever you people call it.
Thank you, I guess.
We give you all the credit.
Good job,
rookie,
Art.
what
Never stop
rookie
exploring.
has you most excited in this town right now? Is there a rookie?
Maybe Sewell.
But see, that was my initial reaction.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about Mo Sider from the Red Wings because I think his play really suits today's National Hockey League. And I told Art what we have to do. We don't know his number yet, so we put a big giant question mark on there, like the Riddler.
I heard it's going to be 19.
It's not going to be.
I'm
19.
joking. I'm joking.
I can tell you, it's not going to be. It's not going to be 19 or 9. Those are two numbers that.
is true.
Yeah, not going to be 19 or 9. But Sewell for you?
That'd be Sewell for me.
Can I tell you something that I learned many years ago the hard way?
What?
I don't get current players on. I haven't bought a jersey in a long time.
I have never bought a jersey.
But I don't get current players.
Never, Joey?
Because they're going to be traded. Period. I mean, that's just the way it is. I got my son 3 Lion jerseys. All 3 of those players were traded. I got him 2 Tiger jerseys. Both of those players were traded. When I was younger, I got a jersey of a player who was traded a week later. I kid you not, 1 week later. That was fun. We had a good week together.
Well, I've never bought a
Shane
jersey.
Corson and I. It was great.
But I did buy 1 jersey for my son.
Okay.
And reframed it. So even if he get traded, he autographed it, and we have it sitting right there.
What number would it be, Joique?
If I say the number, you guys know who it is.
I'm at 35?
No.
I thought it was yours.
No.
No?
No, it's not 35.
Look at that
and
young
that wasn't
guy.
And was 35 my? I think that was my rookie number too. That might have been my rookie number 35. If you can find it for Buffalo, that's what you should have brought up because we're talking about rookie.
Yeah,
numbers.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
No,
get
it was
graphics
just good.
up
I
for
mean,
you.
just a good director.
There's that for you.
No, it was actually Steph Curry jersey, and so what happened? Did you read the comment?
There's a funny. My buddy Mike, Smoke Show Mike, who will be here tomorrow. I can't believe you brought that up. So Mike had this jersey that I still don't know the full story, Mike, of what happened. When he was at Eastern, he lost his jersey. He thinks he took it off one day, right? He thinks he took it off. And it's funny, McCarty said cider as well. That was, Darren just texted me. So he thinks he took his jersey off and forgot about it, right? Mm-hmm. So year goes by, and we're like, oh, Mike, that sucks. You lost your jersey and everything. And I'm not making this up. We're playing like street hockey in this alley, and one of our mutual friends comes up, and he's wearing Mike's jersey. He's literally wearing the jersey. And we start laughing. We're like, dude, that's Mike's jersey. And he thinks we're messing with him. He's like, what are you talking about? I found this jersey at some park out at Eastern. That's exactly where he lost it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So for a year, he thought, oh my gosh, I lost this beautiful jersey. That sucks. All that. A year later, one of our mutual friends walks up wearing the jersey, not knowing that the jersey he found was Mike's jersey.
So
crap you not.
So the type of friends you have are just picking up loose jerseys off the streets.
We were like, come on, Joique, we're like 20 years old. If I saw a nice hockey jersey sitting on the ground right now, you bet your ass I would pick it up.
Walking around here picking up loose
You're
jerseys.
damn right I would.
All right.
And then I'd get the air conditioning fixed.
He'd be the type to get the shoes off the power line in the hood.
I know. Get them Converse.
You got any size 11 and a hals up there? That'd be the first thing.
It might be a size 11.
No, so here we were all playing hockey in this alley, and he walks up with his hockey stick.
Yeah.
He's wearing Mike's jersey.
And what did Mike say?
Mike goes, "That's my jersey." And Matt thought that Mike was messing with him. And I go, "Matt, that's Mike's jersey." And he goes, "If you can prove that it's Mike's jersey, I'll give it." And we're going, "No, it's Mike's jersey. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong." But there was something written on the inside of the jersey. So Mike was like, I think that's how it went. Mike goes, "Look on the inside of the jersey." And he goes, "Oh, shit." And took off the jersey and gave it to Mike. True story. Yeah, isn't that funny? We're in Livonia, Michigan, like a half hour away from where he lost the jersey and everything.
So real quick, did Mike go to Eastern too?
Yeah. Yep.
And so he took it off like at a basketball court and just set it down.
My guess is Mike was probably drinking that night. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Mike was probably drinking.
That's the most
And it was
random
hot.
story
There was
ever.
no air conditioning on. And he took off the jersey and he left it there. And this dude picked it up. And that's a great story, Mike. I completely forgot about that story. What a great story.
I don't know.
Arthur.
This is my dream jersey, if I could have any jersey. From my hometown right here. Not from Holly. It's weird that it doesn't say Holly Tropics.
Is that my guy from White Man Can't Jump?
That is Woody Harrelson, yes. Yeah. If I could smoke weed with anybody, it'd be him.
Kennedy, is there a jersey you would like more than anything?
I liked him in the Hunger Games.
Never watched it.
You never seen Hunger Games?
My mic's on, Fish.
Yeah. Make sure you hit the button in there, Fish.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So,
My button was on or Mike wasn't registering. Quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. I am going to say Philip Zadina. We all know I love him. Drafted in 2018, sixth-round pick. We're talking about current rookies.
Yeah, whole
just current rookies.
Yeah,
just current rookies.
Yeah.
Come at me reckless. You know I've.
Okay,
you know,
I want to say, hold
bestie, you know.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
But I would say him. I know he was drafted in 2018, but this is his first full year playing, so still a rookie. And I love what he's doing. He's 21, got a lot of life left in him. I think he'll stay here for a little bit longer, so I'm not too worried about him going anywhere yet.
I wonder how quickly Casey Mize starts to move up the charts because he pitched very well last night, and he's pitched fairly well this year. So I wonder if you're going to start seeing a lot of Casey Mize jerseys around.
I think you might.
Fish, is there anybody for you?
Casey Mize is a good one. Probably Panay Sewell, him or Casey Mize.
Yeah. I haven't had a Lions jersey, since I was a kid.
Sewell will be my first. I've never had a Lions jersey, but that will be my first one.
Why Sewell?
I like his mentality. He reminds me of Sue, and I want somebody who's aggressive and that gets out there and whoops ass. And I've never worn another man's name on my back.
He does have that mentality.
What's that?
I said, no, he does have that mentality.
He also has something else, Joique. What other mentality does he have?
That gorilla mentality.
Yeah.
That what? You said it. Say it was your chest.
Scott said, is Mike sure he didn't lose it
you
at
changed the voice.
Scott asked, is Mike sure he didn't lose it at the Wooden Nickel? Maybe Sean overserved him. When I was at the Wooden Nickel, Sean wasn't serving drinks. I was serving something else.
Ooh. Pizza?
Pizza?
I was serving something else at the Wooden Nickel.
You were serving
Pizza?
what?
That was a long time ago. That was a different guy. Trust me. See, Mike, here's the story. Mike was playing street hockey in Ipsy. He got hot. He took it off. Yes, he was drinking. I'm not sure what the mark was, but we did prove it was mine. But our mutual friend had his Riche jersey. Like, I remember he goes, because Matt was like, you guys are messing with me.
Yeah.
And Mike goes, okay, inside of the jersey. Like, and Matt goes, damn it. Took it off and handed it to Mike. I was like, who wants to give up? You got a free, beautiful jersey. Who wants to give that up?
I don't know. I don't know who wants to give that up. But
you don't pick up jerseys off the ground?
Off the street? No. Who goes and be like, oh, that's a nice jersey right there on the ground. You don't know what they did to that thing. I don't know, man. I'm proud.
Washing machines.
You know, I'm proud of the friends you kept around you. Anyway.
Mike will be over tonight. See a friend.
That's weird. Didn't get an invite to that.
No, you're not allowed to come over.
Wow.
Because I have air conditioning.
Yeah, we have air conditioning.
Anybody that isn't pro air conditioning is not invited.
I never said I wasn't pro. I sent the text.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody's allowed in my house. No grown man is allowed in my house who don't have any facial hair. So, guys,
It's
stay tuned.
alopecia. It's a medical condition.
I don't care. I'll get it fixed.
Wow, you're not coming to my charity event for Alopecia's United. Let's end the show.
No, I'll come support.
Nope.
No,
Not invited.
Art, did I hurt your feelings?
Alopecia's United.
Listen.
That sounds like an airline.
Hello, I'm Art.
Hello.
For Alopecia's United.
You know,
These eyebrows didn't make themselves.
it might be the earring that you have in. I don't know.
Oh, there goes another piece of my hair. Thanks, Joique.
No
I
problem.
got plenty. You want some?
Yeah.
Take some off the top. I got to go see
Yeah,
one
I'll
of
come
these
get
ladies.
it tonight when we hang out. Oh, wait. End the show. Gang,
Anyway,
gang.
hey, everyone, thank you for tapping in.
Go enjoy hockey tonight.
Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Fish in the Aquarium, Kennedy Broadwell, everyone, and then Artemis Smith. And I'm Joique Bell. Baligian the Bell, Woodward Sports, gang, gang.